We are live. All right. It's Saturday, 1 p.m. Pacific Standard Time. What is it, 3 o'clock there?
Yes, sir.
We are live with Pang. This is my second host with the second live stream hosting. Looks like we had Emmanuel 369 first, as always. And we have Jerry Parker in the chat. What's up, Jerry? Great. Thanks for joining us, buddy.
Parker Parker.
And is that one of your subscribers?
Yeah, I see Jerry on a lot. Awesome
Nice.
guys.
That's what's up. And I put up a question, pinned question. Are you still buying silver and gold? We'll get to that poll later on. But yeah, man. So it's Saturday, and it's the new year, 2026, and I'm really well. Number one, I'm really thankful that you joined me today on the stream, this collab. Like I said, I'm still getting used to this whole thing and making content, and it was a privilege because I've seen your videos, you're pouring stuff and doing the stockpiling and the pew pews, and so I'll get to it real into a Q&A with you here in a minute. But yeah, man. So how you feeling?
I'm pretty good, brother. It's been. I think this year is gonna be a great year. I got a little more strategic in my way of stacking metals. Last year was my first year, so about February, ending of February will be the end of my first year of stacking silver and gold, and I think I've learned a lot. I think it'll be a good year.
Yeah, that's what's up. So tell me about you want to share how you felt 2025 went, just to kind of wrap that up a little bit about what was your strategy, any like lessons learned, things that you wish you could have done, things like that.
Yeah, so getting in it, I was actually stacking another stockpile that was ammo, and I saw this video come across of silver, and I knew about it to the extent of jewelry, but never to the extent of stacking like coins and rounds. So when I first started, I just kind of did a little bit of everything, grabbed whatever I could. I didn't really know much about the prices. The only thing I knew is that I wanted an ammo can filled with silver. So,
Yeah, an ammo can. And how
oh
far
yeah.
did you get in that ammo can?
So my goal was a 30 cal can filled with silver, and then I surpassed that goal, and I just kept going.
Nice. That's awesome, man.
Yeah, I
All
love it.
right.
This has
Well,
been a
that's
good
so that's
community.
yeah, absolutely, man. Absolutely. So let's see, real quick shout out to the chat already. The chat is already kicking. We got Jerry Parker, Roadkill, Silver Serpents. Thanks for joining, buddy. Really appreciate you always. Jerry Parker, thanks for the subscribe. Zook, what's going on? And then it looks like Roadkill just picked up 2 ounces of silver today. That's what's up.
Nice, Roadkill.
And let's see. And yeah, Silver Servant. Yep, we just got started. We started right on time. That's always my worry with these streams, is in case there's technical difficulties. I hate to be late. I like to be punctual. So let's see. So let's get into a couple things. Now we could just go into the hard stuff, but I want to take a minute to get to know you a little bit on stream. And we started talking a little bit backstage, but I was like, we got to save it for the stream. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
So yeah. So tell me a little bit about how long have you been? So obviously you do content, but before you got into content, I would imagine you started stacking. How long ago have you, or how long have you been stacking?
So I actually started stacking silver and gold in February 2025.
Whoa. Okay.
Yes. So this February is coming up on my first year.
Okay. Okay. And then when did you start doing the content?
The content is probably, I would say, during COVID. I started
Oh,
stacking.
okay.
Yeah.
Okay.
So during the whole pandemic, I remember it was a Father's Day before the pandemic happened.
Mm-hmm.
Me and all the boys went to the range. We shot everything. Came back, and out of nowhere, you couldn't find copper anywhere. It's
Wow.
all sold out. So, and that's pretty much what started it.
So I would imagine it's been quite different doing content on like the pew pew stuff and stockpiling versus like more like into the stacking. So are you leaning more into stacking now? Because I think I saw in your last video that you want to get back to the stockpiling stuff, right?
Yeah, so I pretty much stopped because beginning of this year, probably next 2 months, I was planning on buying another house and moving in. So I
Oh,
kind of
okay.
didn't want to move all that weight at one time, but I don't know, something just hit me like, I posted a vid, the wife looked at me and she was like, "Hey man, you don't have enough freedom seeds." And I kind of got disappointed in myself.
Mm-hmm.
So I kind of want to get back into that as well.
Mm-hmm. All right, all right. Let's see. So, okay. And what is there anything that you notice about the stacking community that's maybe a little bit different than like that, the pew pew community
Any difference? Mm, I
or
think
similarities?
the silver and gold community, I think it's more open. There's a lot more small channels talking about it. When I was in the spreader community, it was mostly all the big guys, everybody over a million subscribers, and that's pretty much where you'll watch week to week.
Mm-hmm.
So it's a lot more stuff to do here. You don't have a time in between. You can pretty much watch silver and gold 24/7.
Yeah, you can. Yeah, you can. And then just so y'all know, for the people that showed up on time, because I'm gonna let y'all know. So I got a couple packages in today. It's actually a little controversial what's in here and how I did it. I've talked about my whole swapping, so that's basically it. It's just some swapping that I did, but I kind of violated my own rules, and so, anyways, I'm gonna show y'all in a minute, but I'm gonna save that for later on as a treat. Um, what about you, man? Any new pickups? I saw you playing with that half ouncer. Man, that's a beauty. Half ounce AGE. What year is that?
So this one right here is, let's see, it's a 2013 right here.
Nice.
So I got this part of my GSR swap right here. All right. I'm aiming for fractional gold only. So I wiped him out of all the fractional, and this is all he had left.
Whoa. And BU or looks BU to me.
Yeah. So honestly, since I've been stacking, I haven't really got into grading or anything like that.
Yeah.
I pretty much just been stockpiling.
Nice. That's what's up. What about your poucho? You got a poucho?
No, I do not have a poucho.
Yet. Yet.
Yeah. Yeah. I actually posted it. So I don't know if you ran into this problem, but I've posted a comment on Fish's one of his videos.
Uh-huh.
But lately, when I've been watching so much videos, sometimes my comments go to other people's channel, like the previous watched.
Yeah.
Yeah. I don't know if you've been running into that, but so it didn't get to him.
Yeah.
But I was gonna ask him, do you have anything bigger than Megs, which is the shark? I wanted to see if he had a well because I keep really all my golden capsules, so it
Yeah.
takes up a lot of space.
Yep. Yep. That's awesome. Yeah, the it's so funny the whole Poucho thing. Like it just kind of took off, and
Oh yeah.
that's the thing is what I noticed in this community is that people are hungry. And I don't know if I've said this before, and this might get a little nerdy, and that's okay. But I'm really into psychology, right? Behavioral psychology is one of the things that I studied, and so that's one of the reasons why I really enjoy this whole content creation is because number one, I get to meet new people, I get to engage, but it kind of like satisfies that love for psychology for me. And so one of the things that I've noticed is, as it relates to psychology is that people are just hungry, right? They're hungry for community. They're hungry to find people that are of their tribe. And as you probably know, in the stacking community, you can't just go walking around, oh, hey, I'm a stacker. You know what I mean? Like you just can't be doing all that. And so when we find each other and we're like-minded and we're kind of, similar mindsets, it's nice to be able to engage and chat and talk about it. So that's what I noticed is that people want to feel seen and heard and know that we're part of the same tribe. And so with the Pouchos, right, going back to the whole Poucho thing, is that they just kind of took off because everyone was like, yeah, I need one. And so anyways, let's see who just joined. Happy Stacker. Yo, what's up, man? Thanks for joining. Walter Thibodeau. Good afternoon, buddy. Yeah, so right around the time of the whole Poucho thing, right? I was like, I guess I got lucky. Like I didn't really know what that meant until I saw some videos. But uh, for me, what it was is that I was keeping a lot of my gold in just like these cheap little plastic bags, and so they kept ripping, and I like to keep everything very very secure and capsuled, and so they just kept ripping, and I'm just like, man, I need to get something nice. And so I have, for example, like I have this one. I got it from Monarch Precious Metals for some of my silver, my 50-gram bars, and I'm like, I need to find something because this is just for my silver, and I was like, I need to find one for my gold, and so I have a bunch of capsules, and just like I need something big, and so anyways, I found this online, and then right when I got this, they're all like, oh, the whole thing about the pouchos, and I'm like, all right, well, I came in just at the right time with the whole poucho movement.
So have you named your poucho?
I haven't. What should I name it? That's a good question. Have you named yours? Oh wait, you said you don't have one yet.
I don't have one yet. This is how
Okay.
I keep, this is how I currently keep mine, just like this.
Yeah.
In the casket.
Okay. Okay. Well, I mean, this one has on the front of it because it's fossil. I mean, I don't know if I should name it Fozzie. The Fozzie. Was it the who's the Muppet Fozzie or Fuzzy? Forget Fozzie.
It's entertaining. I like it. When I started the whole poucho, it actually introduced me to a bunch of YouTubers because like the small channel mafia, there's a lot of people creating content.
Yeah, yeah, it is, man. It is. Let's see who else we got here. Walter Thibodeau. Good afternoon, Parker. Hope you're all well on this fine day. Silver Serpent Pouchos need a name. All right, y'all. Well, then I cannot end the stream until I name my Poucho. And who's the Muppet? Fozzie Bear? Is it Fozzie Bear? Let me see. I have to Google it real quick. Muppet character Fozzie Bear. Yes, I'm naming my Poucho Fozzie.
There you go. You got your poucho's name.
Fozzie, because technically it says Fozzie, Fossi. It's fossil. I'm gonna call it Fozzie. Boom, handled.
So
Yo,
Kalilo, how long have you been stacking for?
man, that's a good question. Officially to say that, oh, I'm a stacker, I want to say also right after the cough. So 2020, 2021, 2020, I was dabbling. I was buying on eBay. I bought a few things, like I think I bought a Morgan dollar, like just a few things. I was just like starting to touch the tip of the iceberg, right? The surface of collecting, I guess, at that time. Um, but once we got into 2020 one, when there was kind of that whole the silver squeeze movement on like Wall Street Silver on Reddit, that's when I started to get like my eyes started to open up a little bit more about what was going on, and then I really got into stacking. And then of course I found PMs for sale on Reddit, and so yeah, that's when I hit the ground running. I think 2022, 2023 were my biggest years. And then let's see, we're in 2025. 2025, I backed up the truck between March, I want to say between the end of February through April. I saw the writing on the wall. I backed up the truck. I probably bought like, I don't know, at least a couple 100 ounces during that time.
Oh man, that's nice.
And I'm glad I did. But the sad thing is, and I'll get into that after I do the packages, but there's something that I did, and I was having actually a problem last night. But remind me, and I'll share what happened last night. But again, it's
So
a little controversial.
when you backed up the truck, did you do it all into like generic silver, or did you dabble into a little bit of everything?
It was a little bit of everything, but I was actually picking up like I got ASEs, I got tubes of Canadian maples. I think at one point I got like 3 tubes. There was something going on with Walmart where they were like mispricing, like SD bullion was mispricing something on Walmart, and I picked up a 25-ounce tube for $850. It was crazy. $850, and I picked up one tube of 25 ounces BU. There were 20, I want to say 2016s or 2014s, I forget. But I saw a bunch of guys picking up 2, 3, 4 tubes, 5 tubes. Man, I should have got at least 3, but I only got the one. Um, so yeah, a little bit of everything. 10-ounce bars. I've since here. I'll just get into it. I've since liquidated pretty much all of that I bought,
Oh yeah.
and it all lives here now in gold. Um,
So
that's
when did you
basically
do that recently, or you've been doing
yeah,
that?
man. In the last, I want to say the last 4 to 5. I think I started going heavy in I want to say not July. It was about August and September. And then most recently with this, crazy, that's a couple things that I have to open up here. But yeah, I've moved quite a bit into gold. So for me, my goal has always been, um, I know some people are going to not like this, but my goal has been to capitalize on the GSR and move into wealth, like wealth preservation, right? Um, and so ultimately, my goal has always been to just get really cheap ounces of silver and then hopefully, move them into gold when the GSR got better. So I've since done that. I think I just got really lucky because I'm not like an expert in this world. I just got really, really lucky. But I've been doing that off and on 2022, 2023, just here and there. But most recently, I've been really going hard. So let's see what we got. Silver Serpent says, I think the Fawns from that one show. The Fawns. Oh, from Happy Days. Yeah. Hey. Yeah, I remember Happy Days. Let's see. My paper pass says, hey, I keep my small stuff in old Congo pottery bowls. Nice, nice. Silver Serpent, it's Fozzie Bear. Yep. Pouchos need a name. Yep, yep, yep. Um, let's see. Where were we? You were asking about moving into gold, like moving into gold.
Yeah. So is that your new thing for this year? You're focusing on gold, or
Well, that's the thing. So 2026. So I just wrapped up doing my portfolio assessment. So I like to do that. I'm not one of those New Year resolution people. I like to set my goals in November, but man, I've basically hit most of my goals as it relates to stacking. And so now for 2026, this is where I'm kind of in limbo. And so here's the problem that I ran into, y'all, and maybe the chat can help me out because I need some perspectives from the tribe. You know what I mean? Like I'm a tribesman and I need some help from the tribe, y'all. But
get it?
so basically,
Let the warrior speak.
yeah, let's go, y'all. Because this is so. Here's my issue. As of last night, I officially my surface stack, and when I say surface stack, it's like those ounces that I picked up for cheap that I was planning on move to gold. That surface stack is non-existent at this point. The surface stack is gone. In fact, it got so bad last night because it was such a good deal, like such a good deal on PMs for sale. I couldn't say no. And so I've actually started dipping into kind of like the mid stack. And the mid stack is like stuff that I really like, but like it's not like stuff that it would hurt me to sell it. But now that I did that, I literally have nothing else to move into gold. So I think I'm pretty heavy on gold. And so I'm trying to figure out what I'm gonna do because, of course, still dollar cost average, blah blah blah. But I mean, I'm kind of like at a point where now it's like, okay, so do I rebuild the silver? Do I move to just getting junk silver? Do I go back to basics? And here's the other thing is that I've actually more than exceeded my initial goal of my gold and silver allotment for my portfolio. So at this point, it's like I don't know what to do. So,
Yeah,
anyways,
so
I would
you
love some
took advantage
suggestions
of
from the
everything
tribe.
you could already, huh?
I did. I really did. At this point, it's kind of like, and I've said this in the last few streams that, I had hit my goal and I've been picking up stuff just for fun. But the problem that I have right now is that I really, really, really dipped into my my silver, and so any silver that I have at this point is basically silver that I have zero desire to sell or liquidate or trade. You know what I mean?
Nice.
So I don't know.
Well, I'm glad for your success, man.
I appreciate that, buddy. I really appreciate that. Now, what are your goals for 2026? Did we already talk about that?
So my goals for 2026, I'm pretty much I did post a video. I did quit a bad habit and I'm filling up which will probably give me like an extra 320, $350 a month
Hmm.
besides my monthly money that I actually spend.
Yeah.
So that I'm doing merc dime. So I'm still stacking silver and gold. and I just pretty much get the best deals I can. So I never really go in there with like a solid plan. It's just whatever is the best deal.
Yeah, yeah, yeah. And that's the thing, man, is that a lot of Mr. Happy Stacker says I just got 3 ounces of gold. Nice. See, that's some big boy stuff right there. 3 ounces. So let's see. I usually have Kiko up, but it's the weekend, so it's like movement has kind of been kind of boring. So let's just go off of what's the closing bid was 43.30. Let me bust out the calculator because this is the fun stuff.
It
And
was funny because my last pickup it was actually supposed to be for gold,
yeah,
and I went in there and he was like, "Hey, I got these Morgan dollars, $8 back a spot." So, so I ended up just picking silver again.
yeah, yeah, yeah. So 43.30 times three, that's almost 13K. 13K worth of gold. Wow. Mr. Happy
Nice.
Stacker, 13K worth of gold. That's what's up. Silver Serpent says, I'm barely at a half ounce of gold in various coins and rounds. Barely, brother. Barely is good, man. Some people have zero gold. That's an accomplishment.
So, how do you
Um,
like your gold? Are you going like generic route, fractional, full ounces?
well, so most recently, so here, I don't know if y'all are ready. Might as well open it up, right? Because that's basically what I got. I got some gold. Let me open up this one. Do my best to not show the person's information. All right, let's see. All
I
right,
love
here I'm
unboxing
gonna.
gold.
Yeah, so for me, the goal has been since I've been doing these most recent trade ups. My goal has been stuff that's easy to liquidate. You know what I mean?
Yeah,
So make sure I want to give out people's info. Now, one of my boys on PMs for Sale said, "Go ahead and give him a shout out." I think this might be it. All right, get this out the way. There we go. All right, all right. I like this packaging. Looks like it's some sort of coin silver magazine. Whoa. Here we go. All right. Look at that. Look at that, y'all. Oh, this is always a fun part of um, you know, when you get a mail call. Okay, looks like
you got
this
a
one
little bit
just
of both, silver and
yeah.
gold.
Yes, sir. So this one, all right, here we go. Let's see. I'll start with this guy here. This is what is this? 100 gram
Oh man, that
Germania
looks
mint
nice.
poured. Yeah, look at that. What y'all think about that one?
Man, that's so hard to pour 100 grams straight. I tried it before and I always end up over.
100 gram. Yeah, I mean, and then it still has this little shrink wrap, so I mean, it's preserving its value. Yo, what up, avocado stacker? What's up, buddy? Let's see. So we'll set that one down.
Sober stacker in the chat, avocado stacker, nice, nice.
Nice. That's what's up. Always happy to see everyone joining in. All right, so this guy right here, let's get him out. I'll tell y'all what I actually, this is a straight trade, not a. So sometimes what I'll do is I'll sell on PMs for sale, and then I'll immediately just buy gold or something. So here we go. We got a 1999 thin neck Lizzie, 1/4 gold maple. And what I did is I traded a 20-ounce tube of 2015 Silver Britannias. And I got this, and then I got this. What y'all think? Tell me in the chat if that was good, bad. That was I.
Yeah, I think the maple leaf on gold just looks that much better.
Let's see. Penny Scout, my boy, Penny Scout. So good to see you, buddy. He says, I learned something today. After 40, don't go sledding with your kid down the biggest hill in your country or in your county, especially when there is a 15-foot jump you don't see coming,
Oh,
or 15-inch jump you don't see coming your first time down. I hope you're okay, buddy. You have to go to the urgent care.
that sounds like a long roll right there.
Yeah.
That's fun.
Who was this? Mr. Happy Stacker said, had a lot of 90% I traded at the LCS. The 90% was an inheritance. Nice. Jerry Parker says, awesome score. Very nice. Yeah, man. Yeah, so now, actually, you know what? Should I open the second one? What do you think? Get
Yeah,
to this next
get in it.
package. Because what I like to do after I um get something, I like to run it on the Sigma. Um,
So for
so
your gold, do you keep it in the assay cards that they come in it, or do you put them all in capsules?
Yeah, so if it depends, but usually if it's in an assay card, I'll leave it. So for example, I have like I think I've showed this one before. It's the Lucky Dragon. Is it the 2024, the ones from Costco?
Oh, you got one of
Um,
those? Nice.
yeah, I'll grab it. Yeah, I like to leave those in the assay. Um, but it just depends. Like if it's like I don't know, like kind of a crappy one, I'll take it out and just so like this one.
Like if the assay's already messing up.
Yeah, if it's like starting to mess up, I'll just take it out and be like, whatever, because at this point, it's not gonna do much as long as the gold is, well taken care of. So I keep this one, right? I haven't taken it out. So,
So have you sold any gold before at your local?
I haven't. I've only ever sold one time. I sold 15 ounces of silver and they gave me like $4 or $5 back a spot. I still just happened to make a little bit of a profit. Not to say that this is like my whole goal, but man, the whole idea of back a spot nonsense. And people like, okay, so controversial take, but people are like, oh yeah, I buy from my LCS and they buy back $2 back. Okay, I get it. They got to make, they have overhead, they have employees, whatever. But I don't know. I think I'm spoiled. PMs for sale. I can get at least spot, but most of the stuff that I buy isn't stuff that you would buy at spot. It's not like just generic buffaloes. Like the stuff that I buy is nice, and so I sell it for what it's worth, and I usually get what it's worth. Um, the only time I sell under spot is because I want to, and I'm trying to like give back or something, or give like a new buyer in the community like a good deal, but. I don't like to be forced to do it. So
So on your PMs for sale, is it like an auction or is it like a buy it now?
no, it's all peer to peer. So it's kind of like yeah, yeah, it's just prices. You can negotiate on some stuff, things like that. But no, it's just peer to peer, and you just buy it for whatever the sell price is. So here's the second one. Whew, look at that. Oh, here, let me get out of its packaging so y'all can see this. What's the chat saying?
Here. Penny Scout saying you buy whatever you want, brother. That is why I love this stuff and the community. Nice. So Kalilo, do you consider yourself more of a like collector or
I consider myself a stacker. I do collect some things, but I'm not like, for example, I'm not over there buying stuff that's like slabbed or like the other day I was watching a video and someone was like talking about some whatever nickel, Liberty Bell nickel, I don't know, and I'm like, and I guess the nickel's worth like I don't know, like $300. I was like, is there any silver in it? And of course, I think I don't remember exactly what it was. I just know that I'm just like, what was did it have silver and gold, or there's like a steel penny, and this is like the first one ever, or something like that, and it's like worth like $2,000. I'm like, but is there silver or gold in it? You know what I mean? Like that's always my
yeah.
question.
So you'll
So
stack
yes,
it, but there's a cutoff point.
yeah,
I'm like,
yeah. There's just something in me that's like I think I'm deep down I'm just a stacker, but because I've been in this for a while, to keep things fun, I try to buy things that are interesting, and some stuff you can say is collector. Like for example, some of these pieces that I have up here, these art bars or whatever, you could say that's obviously it's not to stack, you know what I mean? But I
Yeah.
just like them because they're pretty cool. And then I got them, like for example, like this peanut one. I think back at the time, silver was like at 41 ish, and I got that for like $50. So obviously it was way over spot. But now look where we're at now. Um, you know, more than made my
Wow.
premium back.
A lot of people are into that too. The peanuts.
Yeah, man, this
Um,
one is hard to get out. They did a good job wrapping this.
that's good. I did see a couple of mail calls where they have holes in it because they didn't do it good enough.
Yeah. So okay, so now that I can get to this, sheesh, they did a good job. This is what I like about PMs for sale. People know how to package and send it nice and secure. All right, I'm gonna do my best not to get all my paw prints all over this because this one's really well taken care of. So this is another 1/4 ounce Canadian. It's not a maple. It's a bison, Canadian bison, 2021, fine gold. And the reason I got it was because it reminds me of the buffaloes.
Yeah.
And I wish they made like generic fractional gold buffaloes that didn't have like ridiculous premiums. And so, anyways, I got this right at spot at the time. And I had actually sold some silver to pay for this. So, like I said, my problem now is that I have zero surface stack silver. So, if I see something I really want, I'm gonna either have to have cash or I don't know what I'm gonna do.
And man,
I know.
that 1/10 ounce buffalo is definitely it's on my list of stuff to get.
Yeah, look at this, man. This thing is well taken care of. Like this is really nice, and I got this at spot, y'all. Like I said, no premium, and I think I paid I don't know $10 for the shipping. Came USPS priority, so I don't know. Did I get a good deal? Spot plus $10 of shipping. What y'all think?
Oh yeah.
This is nice. I mean, most people are paying 1, 2, 3% premium, right?
Yeah, so what's the most you'll spend if you're just going for weight? What's the most you'll spend over spot?
Over spot. Well,
Per
oh, you said if
ounce.
I'm going, wait, okay.
Yeah, just
If
weight, not nothing collectible. Just you're going for a full ounce, whether it be fractional. Add it all up. What's
um
the most you'll go over spot?
man, that's a good question. I just for me it comes down to am I getting a good deal? So for example, what's one of the last oh, right here. I mean again, this wasn't a collector's item. This was a weight item. And I think I've obviously I made a video on this, and these were BU onzas. I got 19 of them. Silver at the time was like 67.50 or 60, and I got these for 67 each. It was under spot. But if he had these listed for like let's say 70, I would have bought them. I definitely would have still bought them. Um, Now if he would have went up to like what they're really worth, I mean, you could probably sell these for $75 at the time when spot was set 67. I don't think I would have paid 75, but 70 for sure. So I don't know if that's like a roundabout way of answering that question. Let me go back
Yeah,
to the chat. Oh, go ahead.
it's something I hear a lot online. Like, oh, a lot of people don't buy fractional because it's the premium's too high. But then I'll see them buy a full ounce, like $400 over spot. And
Yeah.
so it's kind of like,
Well,
yeah,
yeah, that's the thing at 4,300, 4,400. I mean, we obviously hit 4,500 gold. So at 4,500 gold, it's like either you wait and save till you get the 4,500 or you buy some fractional with premium. So, and then if you can find a place like I have, like a community that I have that I've built, at dude, is that a grenade pour?
yes, sir. This,
No,
this is my
bro,
first
that's
pour.
Bro, that's fire. Got me all distracted. I'm like, what's that?
I haven't used my drill. I drilled a hole.
Yo, that's cool. All right. We need to get to that in a second. It'll finish my thought. So, yeah, if you can find a community where you can get stuff at spot, again, peer to peer, I mean, that's kind of the best of both worlds, right? You get your cake and you get to eat it too. Let me catch up on these real quick. Penny Scout says easily 2 foot of air at 30 miles an hour. I'm not joking. It really hurt. I bet it hurt, man. Shoot. Ain't no spring chicken, buddy. Penny reading that hurt my back. Yup. Let's see. Penny Scout. Yeah, you buy whatever you want, brother. That's what I love this stuff and the community. Exactly. My paper pass says local flea market has a ton of goldbacks that are on spot right now. Nice. Penny Scout collecting is stacking. All right, there we go. My paper pass, goldbacks worth it. We can get into that. I'm not like huge goldbacks. I have a few, but Penny Scout, any metal on spot is on sale, in my opinion. Exactly. That's an M57 fragmentation grenade. Yeah, that's a frag grenade. I'm like, yo, okay, so let's get into this. So you're pouring, buddy. When did you start pouring?
I started pouring a couple months ago, and man, it's been a journey. It's super fun.
Yeah.
Love it.
Well, I mean, when I saw it wasn't the grenade. I was on one of your live streams when you were pouring, and I was like, Ben, I said, Ben, like, buy it now.
Oh yeah.
And you're like, well, I'm gonna keep that, and I'm like, I'm sure we can work something out at some point. And then lately, I saw your video where you're like, oh, I'm gonna hit him up about this tooth.
Yeah. So let me see the tooth.
You're like, oh yeah. So now you open. Now you open to doing the swap. All right. This is a PMs for sale pickup. The dude that made this, man, he is just good. Look at this. Look how shiny that is right there on the tooth.
Yeah,
And
I
then it's
love
like,
that.
look at this. It's got a nice toning. Like he just did a really, really solid job on this. Look at
How much does
this.
that weigh?
Let's see. I can't remember. I mean, I can bust out the scale. I got it right chow. Let me see.
That's 3 9s fine.
That's 3 9s fine, baby. And it's stamped on the back. It's just really, really tiny. So here, let me see if I can finesse this. Oh, man. Move this stuff out the way. Whoops. All right, it's not going to make it. Okay, well, here, I'm going to just do this off camera because it's, let's see, let's go grams. All righty. 49 grams. So I don't know if moving that's going to mess. Let me see. 40. Yeah, it's because I'm shaking it, but it's at 49 grams here. Let me try that. Nope, I can't get it up.
What's that?
40,
1.5 ounce, 1.5
40.
ounce right there.
Yeah. 49 grams. What is that? Divided by 31.1?
1.57.
Yeah. Yeah. And that's why that was the biggest tooth. The biggest tooth. And he even said it. He said, yo, that's the biggest tooth I ever made. And I'm like, and that's the one I want, baby. That's the one I want.
That's the one I want. That's a
Yeah,
nice one.
man.
I
Let's
know. I
see.
saw. I saw that vid that you did. And I was like, man, that's gonna turn some heads. I like that.
Bruh, I'm telling you, because so the thing is that again, this is all, I get FOMO just like everybody else. I'm human, I'm weak. I have weakness just like everybody else. And so some of my boys on, PMs for sale and even some streamers I noticed like in their backdrop had a couple little silver tooth. And I'm like, man, and so every time he sells these, they sell out and I'm busy. Because I usually go for, stuff like that, or I'm looking for gold. And I just kept overlooking these. And finally one day I seen the tooth and it looked so good. And I'm just like, all right, I gotta get me one. And so I was the first one to ask for the big one, and this is the biggest one he made. So I scored it, and so now I got it.
Nice. Yeah, if I seen that walk into the local, yeah, that'll be gone.
Yeah,
That'll be
I
gone.
mean, so that's what see, and that's the thing about. And I did a video on Port Silver. It just has character. You know what I mean? Like for example, I didn't buy this way. I actually, because I love to play chess. I grew up in chess club in school, and I really like chess. And yeah, I'm a big old nerd. It's all good. And
Hey, I'm
so
I'm I'm pretty good at chess as well. I like
that's what's up.
tactics.
Okay, okay. So you know the en passant move. Are you familiar with the en passant?
No, I don't know the name of it. Is that the one that you could win in like four moves?
En passant is when your pawns. So if your pawn is coming, and then, like, let's say my pawn is up there, almost to your pawns, and so here's your pawn, here's mine, and I come up here, and rather than you taking it, you do the two moves, that initial move. That is a very rare move. And since you didn't give me a chance to attack you, I get to go here in that spot, and I get to take your pawn. That's an en passant. It's a rare move. In tournaments, they never do it. When I played tournaments, I used to do it all the time because it was fun, because it's so rare to do, and I just like to do it just for the heck of it. Even if I didn't win the game, I didn't care. I just wanted to say that I did an en passant on in a tournament. So, anyways, y'all
That's
can.
awesome.
Anybody wants to roast me for that, go for it. I like when people roast me; it's fun. Put this one up. All right, so back to this guy here. So there was someone who had made, or he sold a few pours, and he's like, "Hey, these are some of my first pours, and they looked really nice." And I asked him, I said, "Hey, is there any chance you can make me," like, I hit him up on PMs for sale in the chat, and I said, "Hey, can you make me a night, a poured night?" And he's like, "Well, let me see what I can do." And I took a picture of a piece that I had, and he's like, "Yeah, let me see if I can make one." And so he had a, like, a plastic chess piece. He made a mold out of it, and yeah, he poured this for me. And he was all like, "Well, I didn't do well." He's like, "It has like this little hole." He's like, "It didn't come out great." And I said, "Nah, I want it. I like stuff that's imperfect. You know what I mean?" So that's the
Yeah.
nice thing about poured silver, is that it's imperfect. It doesn't look, I don't know, it's off weight. I don't know. I just really like poured silver.
Yes. So, do you have a lot of weight in port silver?
Uh, Let me see. I have a few. I mean, well, this is all poured silver. This is about 40 ounces. So I guess, yeah, you could say I do. I have probably in total poured maybe between 50 and 70 or so.
Nice. I think I'm around the same.
Yeah. Let's see. Let me see. What you have any other pours that you've bought or that you've poured, or is that all your poured stuff there?
This is all my port stuff.
Nice, 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 nice.
I did recently pick up a pour off Supreme Ginger. I don't know if you ever watched Supreme Ginger.
What you got? Let's check it out.
This guy's pretty fire.
Let's check it out. And while you get that, I'm gonna check on the chat, see where we at here. Boom, boom, boom. La, 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 la. Halfway through Afghanistan, they took our M57 grenades away from us. Dang. Tooth and grenade are very cool, funny. I was actually going to name my channel En Passant. Really, Punisher? That's what's up, my boy. That's what's up. All right, tell us about that pour, buddy.
Oh, you got Punisher in the chat. Hey, what's up, Punisher?
Yes, sir.
So this one I hear is from Supreme Ginger.
And is that a stacker channel or pour? Or?
He's a poor channel, and he does live auctions as well. So I was just on one of his this morning, but man, he gets these like 3D prints, and he's able to pour like that. It's pretty awesome.
Man. And he does he like laser print them or?
One of his guys does it, and he just gets it from them.
Okay. Yeah, I've noticed that a lot of stacker channels folks, they have like 3D printers. I think is it Vegas or Blue Collar? One of them I think believe has a laser printer.
I mean, I was looking into it; those are pretty expensive.
I mean they are, but I mean under maybe 1 ounce of gold, and you got you a laser printer. So
Yeah, take you about probably a 10th ounce of gold to get into the furnace and everything.
yeah, yeah, yeah. I thought
Yeah.
about it, but I just it's it's like a, what is it, labor of love kind of stuff. What got you into pouring? Like, what was you just like, hey, something I enjoyed, or you're like, I'm gonna give it a shot?
Yeah, I just man, I went to silver and gold. I just kept going down the rabbit hole.
You just kept going down and down. Yes, yeah. I think it's just a natural progression, isn't it? Like you start, gold, silver, maybe then gold, and then you do this, you do that. You start a channel, you start pouring. I'm like, what's next?
Right, just everything. I want to have
Just
a
all.
little my own little treasure chest. So it's gonna be an ammo can chest. But do you
Yeah.
actually have a treasure chest or no?
No treasure chest. I have little ones, but I the one that I got most recently gave it to my wife. I have, well, I guess you could call this a treasure chest. Let me see. Um, man, I always make a mess every time I do a stream. So let me move some of this stuff so that I'm not, looking bad in front of company here. But let me see, move some of that. So here in a second, I'm gonna bust out the Sigma because I always like to test anything I buy. Even though I trust it's legitimate, it's just it's just a good habit to have. So this is my, I guess I don't know if y'all can see that. I don't think there's enough room here, but let me keep pushing it as far as I can go until stuff starts falling over. It's gonna push in my back. Um, so this is my treasure chest, I guess you could call it. Kind of can't really get into it. So, yeah,
Looks
this
big.
is essentially. Yeah, this is my. I tried to open it, y'all. I really did. This is my deep stack. This is like my straight up bona fide deep stack. Um, this is the thing that has all the security on it. Anything you can think of, it is very, very highly secure. The only thing I don't have is guard dogs, but yeah.
You
Um,
ever thought about doing a little wall mount? Take out the drywall, do a little mount right there.
I
Hey,
thought
we're
about it
already
all.
going all in. You might as well.
I really did think about it, but the way that I secure my stuff, it's yeah, I don't want to say it, but just
Yeah.
know it's highly secure, and God help anyone that tries to get it. That's all I say. I'm gonna leave it at that. I don't want to get banned off of YouTube.
Yeah.
And I'm not a violent person, obviously. That's like a worst case scenario for us, but you always got to protect yourself. It's better to have it and not need it than need it and not have it. It's my philosophy.
Yeah, I actually did a video about that. Well, I don't know. I think I did that for members only, but I said something like a lot of people ship out their silver and gold for protection in a safe and stuff, but they don't even protect themselves.
Yeah, yeah, exactly. And the interesting thing is, before I got into um official stacking, I was already into the other stuff, and so there's a range nearby, and I don't want to use the trigger words to get my video taken down, but anyways, the pew pews, all the things. And so yeah, I have a readily available 12 gauge Mossberg with double O buckshot. So, and
Ooh.
then pretty much every room of my house is, just know that I'm very, very secure here. Um, and yeah, I mean, and I think you served, right? So you know how it is. You gotta protect yourself and be ready, for any situation.
Oh yeah. Always stay strapped.
That's right. Um, so yeah, I mean, let me see, where were we? I was gonna bust out the Sigma so that I can test these pieces. All right, I'm gonna make your screen big while I get my Sigma ready, so you can share what you got there, man. Is that all 2025 or?
Yeah, I'm still within my first year of stacking right now, so
Wow, that's amazing,
I'm
bro.
getting I currently stack fractional gold, and if anybody's in the chat that wants to take this half ounce off of me and, and trade me some for some fractional, down.
Bro,
I mean, it's a nice coin right here, but I'm not really into it.
yeah. Well, you say when, man. I can walk you through behind the scenes PMs for sale. You can actually do that. You can do what's called a want to trade, a WTT, and you could say I want to trade. And then with AGEs, you could say I want to trade, weight for weight, and go, say, hey, I want 5 AGEs for this half ounce AGE, right? And you will definitely get someone that will bite for sure.
Nice. Yeah, I'm gonna have to do that. I also got this quarter. So this quarter and this half is actually my biggest pieces right here.
Yeah,
I don't really want it. So
really.
yeah,
That's funny. I love quarter ounces. I like quarters and 1/10.
I'm more of a 1/10 and down
Okay.
kind of. I think I don't know, for the future. I think it'll be easier for me to liquidate it peer to peer.
Yeah, yeah. Peer to peer is always, in my opinion, peer to peer is the way to go. Where we at over here? Penny Scout says, "What branch and MOS paying?"
In the best branch ever, the army. They got
My
some
man.
unsubs.
You're like, there goes the subs. Let's see where we at here. So is this 3 or 4? 'Cause some of the gold is 4. Let's see. Some of the Canadian. Oh, this is 4. So can we do 4? Nope. Oh, I'm thinking silver. Okay. All right. Can y'all see that? Okay. I'm gonna do my best.
Yeah, I can
So
see it.
this should test. Oh, try it. Oops. I'm gonna have to take it out of the capsule. Let's try that. Yeah, I gotta take it out. All right. And watch it completely test wrong and be like, oh, you got a fake
So
live.
what is that model right there?
So this is just kind of the basic Sigma. Oops.
Because I know I saw some videos like they had a pro version, and I don't know if there's a lot of different kind of models.
Ah, yeah, this is the base model. Yeah, this is not the pro. All right, yeah. Try not to get this all over my paw prints all over it. So if you know gold, you know gold. I 1000% know that's legitimate gold, but I always gotta test my stuff, right? It's too there we go. Right in the brackets, baby. Y'all see that?
Nice.
Yeah, when you know gold, you know gold. All right, so let me get this one out the way. Grab this other guy over here. Man, this buffalo is beautiful. Holy. Well, it's a bison, but man, this feels heavy too. There it is, right in the middle. Look at that. Right in the middle. Oh,
Money.
and then this germanium mint is 4.9. So, okay, cool. I get to use the 4.9 settings on the Sigma. So that'll be
So I'll go through that thick bar.
yeah, here we go. So cool. There we go. 4.9s.
And Punisher says any branch that defends our country is the best branch, brother. No unsub for me.
That's what's up.
Saying, thank you, sir.
Oh, look at that. Right in the brackets, baby.
Nice.
Germania.
So it also tells you if it's 4.9 or 3.9s.
Yeah, it does. So let's try for fun. So this is 4, yeah, 4.9s. Y'all can see that 999.9. So let's try it on 3 just to see what it does for fun. I mean, I'm sure it'll still test, but let's see what it says. Yeah, it still test, but it gives it. You have that. If you have the 4, you can still test the 4. And so there we go. Good to go. Boom. Yeah, it's still tested. I'm not sure if there's some stuff. I've tested something before where it was 4, and then I tried the 3, and it was kind of off of the 3 for some reason. I don't know why, but yeah.
Is that a different setting right there, or I'll just populate if it's 3 or 4?
Yeah, you have to put it on the right setting. So, like for example, like I know this is legitimate silver, but because it's kind of bumpy, I'm sure it'll have a problem trying to read it. Let's see. Let's try for fun. It has to be a flat surface, and I just think it's not going to get it. But let's try. Yeah, see, there's no way. It's like 2.
Oh yeah, that means it's $50 off
Ah.
on our trade.
Let's try the night. Yeah, see, it's too. It has to be flat, so it doesn't. It has to be able to be flat to be able to penetrate. But if you got gold, let's see, where's our gold? Here we go. So I've tested this before live, but this one for sure will be fine in the way it is. There. I say it and then it doesn't work. There it is. So it has to lie flat because you see in the back there's the capsule. It's like deep, so the back had a problem, but the front was a little flatter, so it's easy to read it.
Yeah, I think Costco will be the last place you'll find a gold piece that's fake.
Yeah, and then here's my
they got
proof.
big reputation.
See, that's why I'm like, man, I like half eagles. Oh, the capsule's too big. Let's see. Let's try the front. Yeah, the capsule. This is like the actual capsule from the United States Mint, so I'd have to take it out. But yeah, I'm not gonna mess with it. So, anyways, that's the testing. I always like to test stuff just to make sure, make sure everything's on the up and up.
Nice. So have you ever did a full stack video yet?
No, 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 no. I'm kind of like Dub C. I don't want everyone to see my full stack. I don't know. I don't know if I'm ready
Well,
to
you don't
show it
break
all
a
off.
million views.
I mean, I could. I just I just know the world we live in. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
I'm gonna be like on high alert for like a month. You know what I mean? And well, it's fine. Like I think I mentioned it before. I try not to say what I do for a living, but I'm in government work, and so I work pretty consistently with like law enforcement, and I know a lot of them by name. Not FBI, but Department of Justice. So yeah, I'm kind of the last person someone will try to mess with, but if they wanted to,
Yeah.
it'd be interesting.
It sounds like you make money. If they take you, you'll just replace it.
And that's the other thing is that I'm not a wealthy guy. I'm just like everyone else. I've just been very, very disciplined, worked really hard over the years. I'll try not to get into this because I go over into this rabbit hole a lot on the streams, but I'm not a wealthy dude, and I've just worked really, really hard, have discipline. I don't waste money on things that I don't need, and that has allowed me to stack what I like and what I want. But there was a time where I was homeless, and there was a time where I didn't, I was just like everyone else, had debt, the paycheck to paycheck. Car would break down, I'd be screwed. You know what I mean?
Oh yeah, that's
So,
rough. Yeah.
so I've lived the hard life just like everyone else, and so now, yeah, I just made some good decisions, put me in a really good place, just like you, man. That stack, brother. You should be proud, man. I hope you're proud of that.
Oh yeah. I'm definitely I went above and beyond what I thought I'd be at already.
That's what's up, man. Did you have like an initial goal?
Yeah, like I said, it was just that 30 cal can. Yeah,
Okay.
but like I didn't really know anything about silver and gold, so I just wanted to see a can feel. I'm more of like a stockpiler, so I'm not really into. I don't really go deep into everything. As
Hmm, hmm.
long as I just have it, I think I'll be all right, kind of thing.
Yeah, that's what's up, man. Yeah, and that's what I'm saying is that most of us hard, blue collar people working hard. I've done the three job thing before. When I was really hungry and I wanted to get my education. At one point, I had two jobs, a side hustle, and I was going to class at night, working. Obviously, a bunch of I like slept maybe 4 or 5 hours. That was back in my 20s. I don't have that energy anymore. But yeah. So
Yeah, it's a hard one. Once you get into debt,
yeah,
it's like they say, it's easy to get into debt. It's harder to get out. So
yeah, it is. It is. So it's just better to stay away, which is why I've said before, I am one of those people that I don't have credit cards. And so that truck, you were in your truck. I think you were like at a Baskin Robbins, yeah. And I
yeah,
watched that video, and you were talking about how you don't, or you use a debit card, and I was like, yeah, same here, man. Like I only use a debit card, and in fact, because there's people that get hacked or whatever. I'm like, well, good luck. There's only going to be enough in there for groceries and a couple $100. I do not keep money in my checking account.
yeah. I stay away from anything where I have to pay a lot of people out of pocket once I get paid. I try to retain all the money I can,
Yes.
and it's pretty much been my way of life for the past couple years. I've been trying to retain everything.
Yeah, keep that money in house. So Penny Scout says, Galilo, because I have shown my face, I have between 1 and 100,000 ounces, somewhere between that. And that is only one of the 15 different locations it is stashed. Yeah, that's awesome. Yeah, man. I mean, I like this journey. This journey has been dope. Like, this is one of the coolest things I've ever been a part of, and it gets fun every day. And lately the whole price action with how are you with like the spot price? Do you pay attention to it, gold and silver ratio? Or are you like me, where you're looking at it all day long, like at least once every 30 minutes?
Yeah, so I do a Monday to Monday update every Monday on a gold to silver ratio. Because during the week, that's when everything pretty much flies up and down, but I take that full 7 days and I pretty much show everybody where's it at.
Hmm.
Yeah, so and then yeah, I do look at the prices.
Yeah, yeah. I download the app. I'm on Kitco. I'm just like, yeah, I'm I'm addicted to the to watching it. But lately, it's been a little bit. I guess you can call it boring. But if you know, you know, right? They try to manipulate. They do what they do. I wanted to get into this topic because I had a feeling. I was like, okay, we're in 2025. It sounds like the whole Russia Ukraine war is starting to wrap up. And I'm like, what's going to be the next black swan, right? What's going to be the next thing that causes the markets to do what it does? And I'm like, well, they still got some stuff going on in Venezuela. They're not advertising it in the networks, but if you're paying attention to other, sources, there's stuff going on. And then boom, all of a sudden I wake up this morning and the president's giving an announcement. I'm like, what is happening? Anyways,
Yeah.
any thoughts on that, man?
Yeah, like I said in a previous video I posted, I was on a trip to London, Paris, and Amsterdam, and the guy didn't want to sell me silver at one of the shops because he said he's waiting on Trump to see what he does with Venezuela. So I think it's affecting multiple countries. The U.S. I think we have a little bit more freedom here. So once it trickles down from them, I think it'll hit us next.
Really? And I said it before. I was asking people because I like to. I have my sources, right? Everybody. I do not watch the news. I don't have cable. I'm a person that likes to educate from myself, and so the sources that I kept paying attention to that I look into. They were talking about Venezuela. They were talking about what's going on in like Taiwan and the Philippines and China Sea and the Philippine Sea, and there's like all these conflicts that are out there going on, and it might seem like there's no rhyme and reason to them, but if you know how like the world works, there's usually a reason for something. Some of these things, you know what I mean. A lot of it has to do for money, power, resources, whatever. So,
Yeah,
anyways,
well, we rely on power.
yeah, exactly. The big old liquid gold. President Trump says that liquid gold. So let me see. I put a poll earlier. Let me check it. See where we're at. Are you still buying silver and gold? 88% said yes. 12% said no. So yeah, that was my, going back to like my whole dilemma. At this point, I'm like, I have to regroup because I have nothing to trade at this point, and I have a bunch of gold, and that's what I wanted, and it's fine. I'm secure. My wealth is secure. At least my 2025 goal is kind of more than met my goal. So now it's like, okay, what do I want to do for 2026? I did my assessment of my portfolio, and I'm just like, okay, at this point, it's like stay the course is essentially, what I, the conclusion that I came to was it to just stay the course, keep on dollar cost averaging, keep on buying little at a time, stick to my budget. But man, I just, I'm a stacker at heart. So and then I'm on PMs for sale. So when you see a good deal, you want to take it. And so I take it. And so it kind of, I kind of veer off of my plan.
Yeah, I've noticed on your from watching you this past year, you actually hit your goal pretty early within the year, right? For
Yeah,
silver.
I hit it pretty quick. I had a specific goal as it relates to like, but a lot of it had to do because of the price movement, right? Gold and silver went up significantly. And I'm not gonna act like I can't take the credit because obviously I worked hard. I'm frugal, right? I don't spend on a bunch of nonsense. Try to keep my costs as low as possible. That helped. But yeah, I hit my goal. How you got a like a what is that? A C? Is that a CC?
No, it's just a. I got this as a Christmas present from my local coin shop.
Nice.
Yeah,
That's
so
what's up.
I usually shop a lot local, and he gave us three Christmas presents this year, so this was one of them.
Nice. That's what's up. Yeah,
Yeah.
we did on PMs for sale. We had a Secret Santa. I think I shared this before, but we had a Secret Santa, and so I got some. I got like my one of my top favorite silver pieces. I said this before in the last in the stream with thousand there. Let me move this gold out the way. Have you seen lithic gold before?
Yeah, I saw your own.
Yeah, the lithic pour channel, man, his stuff is good.
I don't think I've seen his channel. I just seen the pores. And
Yeah,
YouTube.
I happened to
So
come
what is
across it.
that? That's a 2 gram or?
Oh, this is a 1/10. I found it on PMs for sale, man. I've seen this guy's channel before, and I was like, man, he's awesome.
Man,
And it's hard to find his pieces because they're a little spendy. Got some premium because he puts a lot of work into it. And so I found this just slightly above spot on PMs for sale, and I'm like, I snagged it.
man, that's awesome. I like pieces like that are kind of odd, a little different. I picked up this silver piece right here. It's a 1 ounce,
Nice.
and it was actually on Spokane silver. So he
Yeah,
had an option of three, and I was like, give me the one all the way on the left because it's just so different. I think it'll be good in that pack.
nice.
That's it.
I like it. Yeah, see, this one it's a 1/10er. Try not to make it fall. You don't see that? Lithic. And it looks little, but when you hold it in the hand, it's heavy. It's got some weight to it. That's the nice thing
Yeah,
about gold.
I like the spread on that. That's nice.
Yeah, here, let me turn it up so you can see the back. You can kind of see those indentations from the stamp.
Oh yeah.
And so yeah, it's what is it? 4 9s? Yeah, 3 9s, 3 9s. But yeah, his process for making gold, so cool. Puts
And
a
that's a
lot of
hair
work
tight
into it.
right there.
Yeah, he just his own little capsule that he puts it together, the little box. It has like I know I have the certificate of authenticity around here somewhere.
That's awesome.
So we're talking about Christmas, and so yeah, this is my secret Santa from PMs for sale. Sent me this. It's a little 50 gram. Yeah, these are my favorite. Besides Libertad Silver, this is like it's like pretty, not equal. It's like right there. I don't want to put it in the second. It's like 0.5. I love these, man. These are some of my favorite bars. I just love how heavy they are. Monarch Precious Metals does a good job.
Kalila, I'm surprised you don't pour yourself.
Well, that's what I'm saying, brother. Like, I thought
I
about
think you'll
it.
have some good ideas.
I thought about it, but man, I do so many things. So I've seen this TED talk of what's the concept of a multi-potentialite. Have you ever heard that before? That phrase, multi-potentialite?
No.
It's like someone or people who just are really good at a lot of different things, or they're into a lot of different things. And I'm one of those people. Like, I love a little bit of everything, and when I get into something, I get into it pretty hard. And so I just imagine if I get into pouring, man, I'm like, I'm gonna have to take out the gym out of my garage. I'm gonna have to buy a bunch of stuff. I can already see it now, man. I'm getting all these things, and I'm just like, I don't know if I want to put all this energy into that because my job is pretty demanding. So it's just like, nah, I better just stick to buying. You know what I mean? Stacking.
Yeah. My wife, she'll go to work, and then when I see her when I come home, she was like, "Hey, I found a silver piece on the ground." Because when I used to pour it when I first started, it'll go
Yeah.
everywhere, and she's still finding silver everywhere.
That's so funny. Who is it, thousandaire who finds coins on under his car seats? That's awesome. Um, so FG Stacker.
Yeah, I've
Yeah,
seen him in
so
the comments before.
he makes some beautiful pieces, and so he made me he made me this guy here. Um, and I just commissioned him to make a pour for me, just a very unique specific pour. And so he's going to send it out on Monday. He already finished it. He made a video. Y'all can see it if you want to see it there. But man, that thing looks gorgeous. Like, I cannot wait to get it. Uh, you know,
Yeah, I need to sub to his channel. I need to check him out.
yeah, FG Stacker makes some really, really awesome stuff. Um, How's the chat doing? The chat is pretty quiet. You guys have any questions, thoughts? How's everybody doing? 2026. Are y'all upset with this weird price action? Is anybody curious about what's going on with Venezuela? Just anything y'all have. Feel free to drop it in the chat. Now, I think I asked before. Let's see. Penny Scale says I'm working on my poucho. Oh yeah, that's right. You were making that one in the live stream with Thousand there the other night. Yeah, that thousand. That's live stream. He went 10 hours. That guy is crazy, man. 10 hours, boy.
Yeah, thousand there. I posted a comment on one of his because I had like a 3.5 hour drive, and then he had a live stream that was one of his past one that was like 3.5 hours. I was like, hey, this is perfect.
Yeah. He was going hard in the paint on New Year's Day, and I just I was here with my wife and I was trying to spend time with her, and then the fireworks went off, and once the fireworks go off, I'm like, okay, that means that I'm not sleeping until 2 a.m. because they get crazy here. Because once they ran out of the fireworks, they go into the pew pews, and so um he was still on, and I was like, well, let me join him. And so I joined him for a couple more hours, and then I guess in total that stream was 10 hours on New Year's Day. I was like, dang, brother. Yeah. Let's see. Penny Scout says working on my pouch. Punisher Stacker says just upset I have to drive down to your place to buy now. Or down. What do you say? I just upset I have to drive down to your place to buy now. Which place? What are you talking about? Oh, that's right. That's right. You're in Washington State. That's right. Well, hey man, we'll have you to Oregon, buddy. Like we have the outlets. Most people. It's funny, but we actually get Canadians that come down to the outlets just to hit the outlets because we have Nike here, and so that there's no taxes and
Yeah,
stuff.
there's
So
no taxes, right? Yeah, I used to live up in Washington as well.
yeah, so yeah, a lot of people come here to Oregon for stuff. Yeah, that's the one thing about living here is that it's nice, is that there's no sales tax or whatever. What else? What else? What were we talking about? So do you have any new pours planned?
Honestly, I think I'm trying to get a little bit more down to like this size, like the 1 ounce. I've been trying for a while, but I think I'm probably gonna use like this one as my base. I'll just pump out a couple.
Yeah, that's the one that I said, Ben, right?
I think so.
Yeah.
It's a 1.4 ounce.
Yeah, it's so funny because after I saw that one, I went on PMs for sale, and I bought a couple pours that looked just like it. But those pours, I sent them to FG, and that's what he made me that piece that I'm gonna get.
Yeah, these are nice. I like these skull and crossbones.
That's what's up. Punisher says, we drive to Oregon in the past just for the In-N-Out burgers. Yeah, I mean, same here. In-N-Out is nearby. Go get me a double animal style fries. I mean, who doesn't like In-N-Out? Yeah, man. So what about let's see. You said that you were thinking about trying PMs for sale. Did you have any questions about that?
Well, I still gotta navigate it probably a little more. I think that's the main thing is I'm not used to it,
Mm-hmm.
so I just gotta hammer down and get in it.
Yeah, yeah. It takes a little bit of getting used to. What the video that I put out, my recommendation for folks was just watch what people do, scroll, check out the comments, kind of get used to the lingo, and see. You'll see some really good deals. Like I think the other day, actually the day that I made that video, the how to, there was like some silver eagles going for like a couple bucks over spot, a bunch of libertades because people really like their libertad coins. So yeah, I mean, there's some really really nice stuff.
I wish it was a little bit more user friendly though. We'll say that.
Yeah, for sure. Well, that's the thing with like peer to peer is that, you kind of have to like meet people where they're at. And so, at first it took me a while, it took me a little while. And like I said, I started back in 2020, towards the end of 2020, 2021. Um, I made some mistakes, overpaid some stuff. I overbought. Luckily, I wasn't married at that time, so it was okay. Like I could go, with not going out and stuff. But I've gotten, I've learned the process. The Punisher Stacker says, "Do people ever do claim sales on YouTube for coins? Claim sales? What's that? I'm not sure what that means. Do people ever do claim sales on YouTube for
Are
coins?"
you able to do like a radius on the PMs for sale? Like within a 20-mile radius, something like that, or no?
Well, what you can do is if you're, for example, so there's the different ways to buy. So you can sell, you can buy, and you can trade. If you do a want to buy post, you can just say, "Hey, I'm looking for such and such item. Here's what I want to pay. Here's the pay methods, Zelle, Venmo, whatever." And you can say in person only, cash only. We'll meet at the PlayStation. We'll meet at a bank. Blah blah blah. You can do stuff like that. I see people do that all the time where they do in person transactions. So there's that, and then there's of course, if you wanted to involve a middleman, we have middlemen to be able to help with certain transactions. 210 Stack says WAT. What is oh yeah, what is claim sales? Yeah, I'm not sure what that means either. Let me
What's up,
see. Penny's
210?
That's what's up. Is that one of your people?
I see him around.
Nice. That's what's up. Petty Scout states that charge tax are supposed to claim taxes on shipping to state that charge. I looked into this Washington tax thing and you can get around it. Well, see, that's what I'm saying. That's what I like PMs for sale. So for all you Washington people and PMs for sale, that's just peer to peer. You ain't got to worry about all that. That's just between you, the seller, and God. You know what I mean? So, yeah, that's I'd rather keep the costs down and keep that money in house. Punisher Stacker says they do it in the book communities. They put 10 items under like a sticker that says ABC or etc. Then people in their live chat say claim B. That means they will buy it. Yeah, that's very similar to PMs for sale. Like someone will set it up that way. So for example, let's say that they're an experienced seller, they'll list maybe 10 items and they'll say lot one, lot two, lot three, or coin A, coin B, coin C, and then people will say chat, or they'll say bin, buy it now, like bin A, bin C, and then yeah, just exchange information. The seller sells it, sellers sends it to you, blah blah blah. So yeah, that's kind of how PMs for sale works. Sends an invoice after the show. Yeah, this is more, we don't do the whole invoice thing. Now there are some sellers who are like professional businesses, and they'll send you like an invoice, but yeah, peer to peer usually ain't got to worry about the whole invoice thing or taxes or any of that kind of stuff. Allegedly, this is all for fun, entertainment only. So, just gotta put that out there. I don't
Gotta
need the
put it out
government
there.
coming after me.
Like, you guys heard him. You guys heard him, right? That's
Oh,
funny.
look at that! The juggernaut Dub C in the house, man. What did I do to deserve this? Dub C. I hold him in such high regard and high esteem because he's such a G, man. I don't care what anyone says. Dub C is a G. Welcome, buddy. Super happy to see you, man. Let's see. The Punisher Stacker says a guy that does comic books does a claim sale every Sunday. Now that is all he does for a living. I just bought a huge new house. Whoa! So I'm guessing he is doing pretty well. I just bought a huge new house. So I'm guessing pretty well. Oh yeah, yeah. I mean, because there's the whole. Is it whatnot? Is it that kind of stuff? Like whether because I know that whatnot is a thing right now. I haven't got into that at all. Because I've heard that people are like there's like a spin the wheel. I don't know anything about whatnot. I've never tried it. I couldn't get into it. Kind of set in my ways. Like I said, I'm very spoiled with the whole PMs for sale stuff.
Yeah, whatnot. I tried it out. I think I got scammed. And I never
Really?
went. So this one I was first getting into silver. I got this piece right here.
Let's see. I'm
Yeah.
gonna make it big so the whole chat can enjoy what you're talking about. Oh
Um,
no, it's not legit.
he said it's a 1 ounce silver piece, and it says copy on the back.
I
Right
mean, it
here.
could
And
still
then it
be
says on the side it says 3 9s fine silver.
okay. So it still could be like a copy of reproduction, but still be made of silver, right? Like, have you tested it?
No, I just watched a video that said if it had copy, that means it was fake. so that whenever when
No.
I won that,
Oh, let's see. So
but I
we
actually
have
have
the
another piece that says copy and it was real. So
Yeah, that's what I'm
kind of
saying. Yeah, so I'm sure Dub C can chime in if he wants to drop that in the chat real quick. There's stuff all the time that I've seen that says copy, or it's like a kind of like a reproduction. Because my understanding is that that coin was actually released recently, a few years back. I actually just tried to try to make a deal for the one that's like that from the U.S. Mint last night for $200. Man, I want to go back and get it, but then like I said, I'm out of silver, I'm out of money, fiat. And so, anyways, I would imagine that's the reason for it saying it's copy. Dub C says, "I bet it's real silver." Yeah, same here. Looks real to me.
yeah, it was just something that I got early on that even with the like American Eagles, I don't stack that because when I early on I thought it looked like a walker, so I thought it was fake. So I
Yeah.
never stacked Eagles. Yeah, it just kind of. So this piece right here I got it also says copy.
Yeah,
So
yeah.
but
Let's.
this is a 14 karat made in Germany.
Oh, let's take a look. I gotta get you back on the full screen. Let's see that bad boy. Is that you said copper?
This is 14 karat gold.
Oh, whoa! Looks like a. Oh, so it's a copy of an American Gold Eagle, right?
Yeah,
But it says copy, but it is gold.
yeah, it's 14 karat.
Nice, nice, nice. Let's see the back. Does it have the eagle? Yeah, there you go. So that's probably why I've seen some stuff that says copy on it, and it's turns out to be legitimate. Basically, I'll learn how to specific gravity test, and that will tell you what it is. Silver Serpent says I've debated doing it, but I don't have the capital to start or connections to buy below spot very often. Yeah, that's kind of where I'm at now. Silver Serpent. I used to have so for the longest time, I did a good job of having my what I call the surface stack, right? Having or they say have dry powder, have cash. Well, the way that I like to do it, because I don't like to just have a bunch of fiat. I would rather have dry ounces. But I have just since liquidated every, every piece of dry ounces that I had, and now it's all gold. So I gotta start from scratch.
So I heard you talking a bit about that earlier. So you do like three levels of your stack, or
Yeah, so I have that box that I showed you earlier. That's like what I call my deep stack, and my deep stack has stuff like this. So uh, let me see. Let me get that up so y'all can see it. So this is a tube of 2017 Mexico Libertades. Here, let me get this out the way so I can show y'all, so y'all can drool with me. We can nerd out together. Nerd out together. Let's see. So this is my and the reason I like this specific tube or this specific year, and I know Dubs is not really big on the modern silver, but this 2017, and I'm not going to say it's a rare year, but it's an uncommon year to see out in the wild. And so, for example, like 1998, that's a key date year. Anytime you see a 1998, it's going to be, I mean, maybe now, I think the last time I saw it was like a couple thousand, or maybe 1,000. I'm not sure, but that's a key date year for the modern. And so, anyways, 2017 doesn't come up very often in the sub. Very, very rare. And when this came up, this was a really long time ago in my journey. So a few years back, and I picked up the whole tube of 25. And so, anyways, this is long story short, this is part of what I would say like my ultra deep stack. Like this, I would only sell this if something drastic happens and I lost all my finances and I had to liquidate it, or I don't know.
so
I
do
hope
you
to.
separate your stacks by ounces, like your levels? Or
Yeah, so I have like this would be considered my ultra deep stack. This is like it's not going to ever see won't see the light of day, but I won't ever get rid of it. And then I have kind of the stuff in the middle. So let's see, I'll consider right here. Here we go. This is the middle. This is a really, really nice 1/2 AGE proof. I would consider this like a mid to deep stack item. So like I'm not like married to it, but if I don't know if, like, let's say that a reverse proof libertad came up and somebody wanted to trade, man, I would trade this in a heartbeat for a reverse proof libertad. So, for example, I got this guy. I got a reverse proof libertad gold. Somebody offered me one of these for this in a heartbeat. So,
Yeah,
but in
that's
the
nice.
meantime, this is like the kind of mid to deep stack. Um, let's
Oh,
see.
so you got gold in your mid stack.
Yeah, I got definitely. So for example, I think I've talked about my 50 pesos, my first 50 pesos. Here it is. I know it's this cap. So this is ultra deep stack, right? This is my first gold ever. It was a 50 pesos gold, got it for 1900 bucks. Um, this is ultra deep stack. It's just bullion, nothing special. It's a, just a restrike. It's not an original strike. Nothing special to about it, but it's special to me. So this is ultra deep stack. I would never really ever want to sell this. Um, but and then there's what I would call the surface stack, and the surface stack. that's that's where I'm having problems, y'all. That's what
Before it's all gone.
it's basically it's well, I said it's running on fumes, and so let me see. I think you could call that somewhat of a surface stack, but not really. Here, maybe this is this the one. Let's see. If this is a Franklin, no, because I like Franklins. Nope, not this one. So I like my Benjis. Where is it? I know it's here somewhere. If I can find it.
Do you keep gold on your surface stack too, or no?
Gold.
You
No,
do the whole
no.
GSR swap, or no?
Yeah, I do. I do. Yeah, that's basically that's what I'm saying.
That's a surface, but only silver.
That's what I was doing, man. I've been doing a bunch of surface
Um,
swapping, and it's I'm done. All right, here we go. So this is probably the rest of my surface stack right here. This is where, like I said, this is where I was like, I need the tribesmen to chime in and tell me what they think. But obviously, this tube, well, this used to be a tube of Morgans, and then it had a tube of um, peace dollars, and I've since liquidated all of them and turned them into gold. And so, yeah, at this point, this is all I got as it relates to. Whoops, sorry, y'all. This is all I got as it relates to like my Morgans, and I have no peace dollars anymore. They all turned into gold, like an alchemist.
are you selling those on the PMs for sale?
I would, but yeah, I just at this point I have no desire to get rid of any more of these because I don't really have very many, and now they're like really expensive to buy. Like there's this
Yeah.
83 that's like hanging out here, AUBU, and I just probably shouldn't be touching it. But yeah, I just at this point I have no desire to get rid of these. So these at one point, I guess you can call this somewhat of a surface stack. If I had to sell them because it was something I really, really wanted, I guess I would. But at this point, I'm trying to keep them. But yeah, this is it. This is officially it. And then I have these like, few Mercury dimes. I wouldn't mind getting rid of these if I needed to. If there was like a piece of gold that I really wanted or something, or another silver item that I really, really wanted. But this is it. I mean, this is my sort. That's it, man. It's like I said before, it's running on fumes. I got
Yeah.
nothing left.
There's not a lot of trades in there left.
Not a lot of trades, man. I've already picked up so many different things. Let's see. Let's see what the chat says. Let's see. The Punisher says he just does YouTube claims. Oh, I've got that one. It says the Punisher says, I wonder how many people in the Facebook groups are small-time silver buyers and resellers, but buy 90% of spot and still come ahead with spot sales. Yep. Rick Resonator, what's up? Used to have Buffalo that said copy, but it was real silver. Yeah, exactly. Penny Scout says learn how to. Oh, that gravity test. Yep, got that one. Capital to start connections. Yep. Let's see. Is 1989 a key date year? I have never seen any in the wild. 89 for what? Um, for gold, silver, which item? Punisher Stacker says Silver Serpents. I guess the only way to do it without loss would be to buy it at currently price, and when it goes up by 5, you could sell at only $1 above spot and make $6 each. Well, see, that's the thing, man. I'm telling y'all again. I'm trying not to create a bunch of addicts, but that's that's basically what I would do on PMs for sale before the crazy most recent run up. Is I would find stuff after a few months. it would go up in value. I would buy it at either under spot or at spot. It would go up in value, and then I would find something that I like, and then sell it for a little bit of a markup or trade into it. So it's like I'm making a profit, but I'm moving it into, and most of the time I move it into gold, or like let's say for example, I used to buy 90% under spot all the time. And then when it went up, if you sell it at spot, I still made like a huge profit. So I moved a bunch of it into gold. So that's basically why I only have these few pieces left, because I moved a bunch of it into gold. So
Is all your 90% in your surface stack?
yeah, it's pretty much that's it, man. I mean, so for example, I think I said this before. I just got this. I actually paid this. I didn't trade. I didn't do anything else. I actually, here we go. This is what I was looking for earlier. I was looking for these walkers. So this is kind of like surface stack ish, but I have no desire to get rid of these because I like halves. So this is like more of a surface mid, more mid. But where's the one? Here we go. This is the one that I just bought, and I made a video, and I was just like, I bought this at spot at the time. And oh, this is where I was telling Dub C, because Dub C made a video not too long ago, and he had these beautiful, like beautiful BU, not BU, they were proof Benjis. And I've never seen proof Benjis come up on PMs for sale. Whoops. Ooh, SE stacking and collecting. What's up, buddy? Good to see you, man. I'm telling you, all the heavy hitters are jumping in. So here we go. Yeah, so Dub C had made a video, and he's like, yeah, I got a few tubes, because he's basically like a central bank stack. So
Yeah, I saw a couple of Dub C's on.
man,
I
he
just
just
when I see his stack, it reminds me of Stack Daddy.
yeah, yeah, he has like
He's
yeah,
got a
his
whole
stuff
coin
is
shop.
he's like a central bank man. When he sells, it's like markets move. So yeah, I saw his that one video where he had some proof Benjis, and I'm like, man, I would love a tube of proof Benjis. And ever since then, I've been like FOMO for these, and I don't know. I just PMs for sale. Somebody was selling these at spot. I couldn't believe it. They were selling these BU Benjis at spot, or proof. A few BU pieces. Here's one of the BU. So BU and then the proofs. They were selling them at spot, and I'm just like, yo. So, anyways, this is most certainly not a surface stack item, but yeah, just
Yeah.
really nice pickup. Really, really, really
Those will
nice
go
pickup.
for a lot on whatnot.
Yeah, well, I see what I see some people do who are real into like flipping is that they'll put each of these in those what is it, 2x2s or whatever they're called,
Yeah.
the flips or whatever, the little cardboard ones, 2x2s, and then sell them individually.
Yeah, that's what they pretty much do that. They could do that all night. You could triple your stack just selling
Yeah,
proof.
yeah, exactly. And see, I'm at the end of the day, I'm a stacker before I'm a businessman, and for me, it's all about the hunt, and it's all about finding good deals, things that I like. So that's what it is for me. But yeah, my surface stack at this point is almost non-existent, and that's my first world problem. So, as he's stacking says, I heart coins. I have some proof Benjis. Yeah, it's all because of Dub C, so I get to blame Dub C for that. Flips. Yep, I'm a tube guy. Yeah, same here. Yeah, exactly. See, I like stuff in tubes. I'm not really. Anytime I get something that flips, I immediately take it out and I put it in a tube because I don't know. I like again. It's the stacker in me. You know what I mean? So, what's the other thing I saw um Dub C talking about some of these guys. I think he said that he got some kind of deal at his local coin shop or something, like really cheap. Some of these little
some tents.
some 110s. Yeah, these little 2020. Well, these are 2026. I think he had the queen on his. This has the ugly king. Ugh, I hate these.
Said
I hate
dog.
that. Yeah, that monarch is ugly, man. I don't care what anyone says. I'm sorry if I offend the
We
British
might get
people.
some
It's
unsubs.
yeah, that's fine. Whatever. It's just he's ugly, man. He's ugly. I don't care. I would rather have the queen. She looked good with her little crown.
Honestly, I saw that when I started stacking this year, and a lot of people didn't like that guy, and they were selling that for under spot. I was like, bro, I was taking all of it.
Yeah, man. Anything with his face on it, man. I've pretty much gotten rid of it because I just, man, that's an ugly monarch. You know what I mean?
That's funny.
Sorry, y'all. Forgive me. SC Stack It Collected says I have a pre 67 Benji and a Yucky Chucky. Yeah, that's right. And then SC Stack It is my mod, so I'm so glad that he joined the stream. So, anyways, we're here with Pang, man. It's like I said, it's been an honor to watch you as a new streamer. I don't want to get too much into the streamer talk. I want to keep it about the gold, silver collecting, where people are at. But yeah, it's been such a wild ride, and I really like this community. Some of the coolest people I've ever met. And then every time, for example, every time I listen to Dub C, my IQ points go up at least 2 points every single time. I always learn something. Um, Let's see. Silver Serpent says, I'm starting to like tubes, although most of my collection is in capsules. Some will live in capsules like Perth Mint and other semi-numismatics. Yeah, you make, see, that's what's up. So let me grab, I was actually going to say this earlier, so I'm kind of glad that he said that. Where is, so I have the Lunar Rabbit up there, but I don't want to mess with it because it's going to fall. Here, so I have this guy, like, Perth. And I also keep these in the capsules because, these like colorized lunar dragons, have a nice little premium. Yeah, these stay in capsules for sure in the deep stack. What were you showing there, buddy? Pang, what you got?
Showing
What
my
you got?
Benji.
Let's
The
see.
Benjis. Love the Benjis.
Is that BU? Was that proof?
I don't know. I just get it
Let,
from the spot.
let it out, buddy. Let it out. Open that up.
Bro,
Open that bad
all I
boy up.
do is stockpile. So
Open it up. Let's see. That looks BU,
they
man, to
they
me.
have some nice stuff that come into the shop, and honestly, after probably February, I'll start looking through all my mortgage and stuff and see what I actually got. For now, I'm just
Yo.
piling everything.
So you don't care if it's BU proof. You're just getting it.
Yeah, it's coming home. It's coming home.
That's what's up, man.
Hey,
That,
I'm a
that look
stockpiler. I just gotta have it.
that look proof. That look proof for BU to me. I'm like, yo, open that bad boy up.
Yeah, I'm pretty heavy, and I think 90%.
Nice. That's what's up. I used to so let's walk it back a little bit, right? Going back to kind of the start of my stacker journey. I started with levels. Like my first goal was okay, 50 ounces of silver. Boom, got 50 ounces of silver. And then my next goal was get to 100, but diversify. So get some eagles. I was heavy in Libertades at the time, and so then Silver Dragoon says, "What up, hermanos? What's up, brother? Good to see you, buddy." Yeah. So then, I kept you know, uh, not moving the goalpost, but just upping my goals. And so then I got into 90%. And I would have watched like 90% channels. I was watching, they're talking about the guardhouse boxes, blah, blah, blah. And so then I said, okay, one of the things I saw was, oh yeah, you got to collect at least your first 50 face value, right? So then my next goal was to get 50 face value. Then I got 100 face value. At one point, I think I was up to almost 260. I was close to getting 300 face value of 90%. And I had a bunch of quarters, dimes, halves. I had the tubes. I had the Morgan tube, the tube of peace dollars. But then my greed got to me. Again, I'll admit it. I'm not perfect, y'all. That's okay if you all want to roast me, but
You got the gold.
I got the gold, man. I couldn't help it. I got it at such a low deal, and the gold was like such a good deal, and yeah, I turned it into gold. So that little bit of 90% that I got, that's it. It's probably under 50 face value total, maybe 60. I don't know.
Yeah, I think for my 90%, once I fill up the ammo cans I have right now, then I'll probably go from there. Do a little bit more strategic. Right now, I'm just working on the base stack.
Mm-hmm.
I'm working on at least like 4 ammo cans full, and then I think I'll be fine from there.
Yeah, like I said, I keep saying that I have these goals, but here's the thing about I've already reached my goal, and I'm just like getting for fun. So my initial thought was, okay, silver and gold is going up. Um, I gotta like be conscientious, and so I was like, I'm only gonna get 90% benches, right? Well, that didn't kind of turn out the way I thought it would because I've just been buying everything whenever I get a deal, and so I'm flipping my. Well, I did flip my Surface Stack into the stuff that I wanted to buy. So yeah,
So
like I
you,
said.
so you got a new goal, right, for this year, or are you kind of just
Well, that's the thing. Yeah, that's where I'm at. Like as of last night, I did some stuff. I did some stuff, y'all. Let me catch up with the chat before I say what I did because I'm a little bit ashamed to be honest, but I don't care. I mean, this is what happens when you're addicted to accumulating gold and silver.
Kalilo
Uh,
hit his goal within the first 2 days of the year?
I'm gonna tell y'all what I did in a minute because it's more of a confessional at this point. It's like a round table with a tribesman, like the tribe. Okay, we're together, we're sitting in a circle, and I'm confessing with the stuff that I did that I probably shouldn't have done. Where we at here? Hi Dragoons, hey fella, sorry I'm late. So happy to have you, buddy. Dub C, say hey, yep. Older coins are always better, Rudy. Tang's got halves, boy. Yeah, man, he's got some halves for you. Let's see, dude. I bought a 10-pound bar of copper. In the idiot in the room, or I'm the idiot in the room. Um, nah, man. Okay, so so here's what I did. Here's what I did last night. I kind of feel a little bit ashamed. So okay, my goal was to dollar cost average, blah blah blah. Stick with the a little bit at a time. But some awesome person last night on PNs for sale had a bunch of now Dub C would appreciate this. They were Monarch Precious Metals 50-ounce bars and kilo bars, and these are like the older out of production Monarch bars. Um, so vintage, right? Which usually demand a pretty heavy premium. And I actually went on the Monarch Metals website just to see what they would sell these, premium bars for. And clearly they're like 100, 200 over spot. Like they were ridiculous premiums. Anyways, the dude was selling kilo Monarch Precious Metals loaves at spot. And so for me, because as y'all, like I said it before, I love me some Monarch Precious Metal stuff. He had it at spot, and that kilo was calling my name. And what was it? 70 times 32.15. Let me bust up the calculator. Because I was like half asleep, half awake when this was going on. Let's see. Wait, what spot? 72, some change. Let's see. Count 72. I'm gonna just say 72.5 times 32.15. Yeah, 23. That's right. 23.30 plus $10 shipping. Oh, actually, he threw in for free shipping. Yeah, 23.30. That's what it was. And of course, I don't have 23.30. I'm not a rich dude. so so I bought it. I didn't have the money, but I bought it, and I immediately went into my stack, and I'm like, okay, what can I liquidate really fast? So if y'all go to PNs for sale and click on my user handle, I immediately put up a sale for a 10-ounce Britannia bar, sealed 10-ounce Britannia bar, and 10 ounce of the Dragon bars, the Pruthman Dragon bars, like all BU, really well cared for. So I immediately liquidated those 20 ounces to pay for that kilo bar. And those bars weren't technically my surface stack. Those are like mid stack, stuff that I'm just, that I really liked. I had no intention of selling them, but that awesome, vintage loaf came for sale at spot, and I had to get it. So, anyways, let the roasting begin. What you got there? What you got there, Pang?
Showing us a couple halves.
Right, bust that up. Let me put it up on the big screen. Let me catch up on the chat real quick. Let me see. WCR 1870 Spanish 2 pesetas for $40, a good deal. 2 pesetas, 40 for both. That's about melt. Yeah. Dub C, no roast. That sounds fine. I mean, I guess the reason I'm ashamed is because I started 2026 not sticking to, not that I have this whole like elaborate plan, but my goal is just to, stay within my means, only buy what I can afford. And, clearly I didn't have the money, so I had to sell that silver to pay for it real quick. And so, anyways, I was in a frenzy last night trying to sell that silver, and it sold within 5 minutes. Like, not even, I didn't even have to try because that's what I'm, experienced selling my PMs for sale. So I sold the 20 ounces, and I had enough to pay for that kilo bar. Silver Dragoon says, I also just saw that the U.S. Mint made the Walking Liberty half into a gold commemorative coin, and yes, I'm buying one. Yeah. So,
Oh,
man. So speaking of the U.S. Mint, what do you all think about the upcoming releases? So the ones that I'm keeping an eye on is, I believe they're going to re-release the Flowing Hair Gold. Was it the 17 or 18? I forget what year it was. A Flowing Hair dollar. They're going to release that in gold, and then they're going to re-release the Saint Gaudens high relief, and thank goodness that those are towards the end of 2026, because I'm going to figure out how I'm going to save so that I can get those. But
yeah, I plan on getting that whole Merc Dime, that whole set.
the
I
whole
think I'm going.
series,
Yeah.
nice. Yeah, if I was sophisticated on my streaming, I would pull it up so we can all go through it together. But let's see. Silver Serpent says, Galilo, I was too slow to jump on. Yeah, so you saw him? The 3 NPM gold rounds, 200, 100 gold rounds for $100. Yeah, there was somebody on the sub. And see, here's the thing. I think I've said this before. PMs for sale is like a never ending virtual coin show. You never know who's going to show up. You never know what collection is going to show up. It could be somebody that was been stacking for 20 years, and boom, all of a sudden somebody, you know, they got them to the sub and now they're liquidating. But yeah, whoever that was, he was selling 250-ounce monarch precious metals loaves and vintage loaves, the kilos, and a bunch of other stuff. And when I logged in, I was just, because my fingers just automatically click Reddit. When I unlocked my phone, my fingers just clicked Reddit. And that's what happened is I started scrolling and I immediately saw Monarch Precious Metals. I'm like, what is this? And I opened it up and I'm like, whoa, these are vintage bars. And then he had them for spot. And I'm like, oh no. I'm like, what am I going to do? So, anyways, I knew something was hope. LOL, I saw Lilo post want to sell. Yeah, that's right. That's exactly it, yo. That's exactly what happened. I had no fiat to cover it. And I'm like, I better liquidate. Dang, autocorrect. I knew something was up. Yeah, something was up, and it was that. It was the Monarch Precious Metals kilo loaf, because I've never seen one. I've only, so I had a 10-ounce Monarch Precious Metals vintage bar. I sold it to get gold, and I regretted it, and I was like, dang it, I should have held on to it. But there was a piece of gold that I really wanted, and so when I saw the kilo, I'm just like, okay, this is it. This is my chance to get it back into the deep stack, and I will never touch it. I promise. So. Silver Dragoon says, roughly how many rounds of each type of ammo does Pang have?
Of each type, well, I gotta go back to the board, but I'm sitting around like 22,000 rounds right now, 23,000. My goal, I'm trying to get, if I could get to like 80, around 80,000 rounds, I should be fine. That's the goal, though.
Is that for Armageddon, the zombie apocalypse?
That's for everything. I'm the life of the party. So
I was gonna say, is that just for a normal Saturday?
yeah, well, you could do 1,000 per trip, or I got a lot of boys in the fam, so I got a lot of brothers and a lot of family in general. So when they come over, they only bring their guns and they look at me.
Silver Dragoon says, let me know when you lead La Revolucion. He says, I'm in.
Yeah, we have some good range days.
Viva la Revolucion. That's what's up.
Yeah, sometimes I go to like these little like ranges like outside of town. You know, they
Hmm.
sell ammo. I'm like, man, I have more ammo than they have in this whole range. Crazy.
Wow. Do you what is that called? Like make your own rounds?
No.
No. Have you thought about
Probably,
getting into that, like making your own?
yeah, I thought about it. It's pretty cheap as it is right now. Came down probably $3 or $4 off of the pandemic, so
Nice.
I think it's pretty much back. That's like when the whole refiners not accepting stuff because they're overstocked. It kind of remind me of the people selling freedom seeds. They were out of stock for probably like 3 years and then went back to normal. So and the price is pretty much it's still yeah like $2 3 above where the pandemic happened
Hmm.
2019.
So for the uninitiated, what's the definition of freedom seeds?
Ammo.
Okay. And by the way, y'all, the people in the chat, anyone still watching? Looks like we got 9 people now watching. Just hit up those likes, help the algo. Really appreciate it. And if you haven't seen Peng's channel, check him out. Subscribe, like his stuff. He has a lot of cool videos. The pour is a stockpiling, a lot of cool stuff. Really cool dude. Let's see. Penny Scout says reloading sucks. You already have one expensive hobby that takes up too much time. Word, word.
Oh yeah. Everything takes time nowadays.
Yeah, everything takes time. Yeah, it might be worth getting all the supplies to make your own while things are cheap. Yeah, where I live is we have regular gun shows. That's where I bought my first pew pew at one of the local gun shows. It was a Ruger 45 double action. Yeah, that thing is a big boy. And the kick, because it's the double action, the kick is nice and smooth. I'm actually more accurate with that one than I am with my Beretta. But
That's nice.
yeah, 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 yeah. But yeah, here you can get at the gun show. You can get a bag, like they sell the ammo in bags. So
Yeah, a lot of people came out of the woodworks. That's why I was surprised, like when the refineries went down. Like when that happened to the ammo, man, everybody was making money. People were starting their own businesses left and right.
that's what's up. Silver Dragoon says my EDC is a S&W. Was that Smith and Wesson MP Shield 2.0? I like it. I
That's
like it.
my wife's own. She wants a smaller one. She said, "Why'd you get me this? It's too heavy."
Oh, she wants like a more like a subcompact.
Yeah, probably like a Glock 43X or something.
That's what's up. Addict says, "Ping, I saw a typo. He's about to fix that one." So since you're into the stockpiling, right? Is there, aside from gold and silver, aside from the freedom seeds, what else? Is there anything else like prep stuff, food, water, like any other thing else that you're into?
Yeah, I do pretty much all the above. So I'm
Yeah.
doing a little series right now on my channel. It's in one of my playlists. Stockpile this,
Hmm.
and I'm probably on my like third, probably fourth episode right now. So
Okay.
I'm gonna go down. 'Cause I usually like say it in my videos, but I don't really go in depth of a lot of stuff.
Yeah.
So I'm start going a little deeper.
So if we had someone here, right? Because we're sharing subscribers at this point. If somebody came to you and said, "Hey, I'm just getting into stockpiling, prepping, whatever," what are some of the like the top three things that I should focus on?
Top three things probably be food, ammo, and guns,
Yeah,
water.
nice. Now, what about actual seeds, like bona fide, like I don't know, like tomato seeds, things like that?
Yeah, you could. So the thing about those is a lot of people don't really know nowadays how to grow stuff.
Yeah,
So I pretty much steer them into dry food.
yeah, dry foods. Okay.
Because you can steer somebody into seeds, like you get all this stuff, but do you think they'll really, go down the rabbit hole with it? Probably not.
And when you say dry foods, is it like those kind of those prep buckets, or like your own,
Yeah,
like get your own rice, your own beans, MREs?
yeah, I'll probably just go for buckets.
Okay.
It's easier for the average person.
Gotcha. Yeah, yeah, yeah. Yeah, if you're a cook, if you like to cook and you know all the shelf life of certain things, you can just buy. So I do. I buy canned foods. I buy, the noodle soups. I am a cook, so I know how long, rice, beans, whatever. I like to cycle out because I do a lot of like I like to make Italian style food like pastas and meat and pasta, beans, stews. So I buy stuff that I regularly use that I have to cycle out anyways.
Yeah.
So that's always good. And then you don't want to have canned foods that are there like expired and get what is it, botulism or whatever.
Okay, I got a question for you, Kalilo.
Yeah, buddy, what you got?
So, with your beans, you like your chili with beans or without?
Man, now we're getting into it. Now we're getting into it. So I say chili is not chili without beans, but I know that that's sacrilege to the purists who say chili is only meat and sauce.
Yeah.
Uh, but I do it all from scratch, man. Like I'll make my own salsa. Like I'll put a bunch of chiles in oil, heat it with garlic, onions, seasonings, and then I will, put it in the blender, put it through a sifter with some chicken stock, and boom, I got my salsa. And then I put that salsa into the ground beef, put it in a cooker, throw in my beans, throw in some tomatoes, potatoes, whatever, and then let that sucker slow cook for a good 8 hours, 6 to 8 hours. Throw in a little bit of coffee, maybe a little bit of chocolate, and get it nice and thick and flavorful.
Nice,
So yeah,
nice.
yes, sir. But
Punisher's got
yeah.
to run. I see you later, Punisher.
Oh, see you later, Punisher. Good to be here, buddy. I'm glad that you're here. Really appreciate you, man.
Yeah.
Rick Resonator says a power station that can use solar panels is also a good idea. The Punisher says Pang says screw toilet paper. Michael wants to get back into the gold and silver talk. He says, what will silver end the new year at? What do you think, Pang?
What will it end at? Hmm. So since I started, it pretty much doubled. I don't think I'll probably see it like around 80, 80 to 90 by next year.
Yeah. Oh, and by the way, Michael, thanks for being here, man.
Hopefully
Really
not, though.
appreciate you.
I don't
Yeah.
want it to go up. I want it to go down.
I
So
think we
this is
all,
my first year stacking. So I still, if it went back down to 35, it wouldn't hurt me. It'll probably
bro,
hurt
for
a little bit,
for
but
being your first year, man, that's you got an impressive stack. And like that's very impressive.
yeah, I pretty much full send it. I was only into freedom seeds and spreaders, and once I saw that first YouTube video, I'm glad YouTube recommended me. Thank you.
Wow. But man, I'm
Uh,
telling you, that's see, and you got like it doesn't sound like you're an independently wealthy person. Like, what did you do to build up such a big stack in such a short amount of time in less than 12 months?
yeah, I'm blue collar, so just regular OT, 6 to 6, 6 to 10, just regular grind. I usually buy every 2 weeks, get paid every 2 weeks, so usually grind it out.
Oh snap! Look who just joined on in, chow. Look at this, another heavy hitter.
What's up, Michael? Vegas?
Vegas done showed up. You're not working today, Vegas, huh? Or you just got off for work? Or is this midnight for you?
Addict?
That's what's up. Attic Stacker, OT. Yeah, man. I mean,
Do you
so
usually do it like every paycheck, or just when you see the deal? Are you hunting only deals, or you just buy it all the time?
yeah, well, that's the thing is that so I get paid once a month. I'm a salaried employee. So if I work overtime, it don't matter. I get paid the same. So yeah, I just I pay all the bills, and then whatever I try to set aside in my budget, right? Um, then I'll put that towards some stuff. But I mean, I'm like Addict Stacker. Maybe that should be my username, Addict Stacker. I'm addicted, y'all, because if I see a deal, I gotta get it. so,
Yeah. It's
so
it's
yeah,
hard to
but
pass up a deal, especially when you see a deal and you already bought and you see another deal. Oh man, gotta wait.
yeah, and that's the problem is that I'm just like, you know, um, yeah, there's so many things out there, and so sometimes this is why early on in my stacking journey, if it once I bought something, I would delete the Reddit app from my phone. So, so I wouldn't be tempted to go open it up, and then I'd be on my desktop, and then my fingers would just start typing Reddit on the desktop. So
That's interesting.
it was a losing battle. So yeah, I just I can admit I have a problem. I'm addicted to buying gold and silver, and so yeah, I do my best. But like I said, at this point, I just redid literally yesterday was when I was doing my rebalancing of my portfolio, or not rebalancing, but recalculating of where my balances were. And so, yeah, at this point, according to the statistics, the experts, I should be contributing more towards my retirement and stop focusing on precious metals. But I don't think that's going to happen. It's not going to happen.
And I saw a video that the Kansas kid posted. Did a whole little pie chart. I was like, man, I like charts like that. I can understand. It's easy.
Yeah. Yeah. Let's see. Michael says, I've got friends that make six figures per year and live paycheck to paycheck. Yeah. Lifestyle creep is a thing. Some people don't understand how powerful compounding interest is. They rack up debt and can't keep up. Yeah. And see, that was one of the things that put me over the edge to say, hey, Pang, let's collab, because you were, like I said, you were in your truck. You were talking about, using a debit card, staying away from debt, and that's the kind of stuff that I'm super into, right? Financial literacy, like I'm super anti debt. What do you think?
Yeah. So all the money I use is the money I make. That's that's why I make so much OT because I'm not into borrowing. I went down a rabbit hole before. It got
Hmm.
me in a bind. Didn't like it. Took a lot of work to get out of it, and
Yeah,
I'd rather stay away from it. All the OT I make right now is because I have a hobby that I want to do, and I have a choice now. I have an option, so a little
yeah.
freedom.
Yeah, I mean that's the thing. So there's a scripture that says the borrower is slave to the lender, and yeah, I'm one of those people that I don't want to be a slave to anybody. I want to be the master of my destiny, and I want to be in charge of my future, and you know what I mean. And so yeah, I'm just super super anti debt to the point to where, like I said, I'm one of those people that I don't even have credit cards, and I don't keep a lot of money in my no fiat, right, in the checking account. It all goes into either like a brokerage account, into my 401k, or it goes into metals.
Yeah, I think another thing that helped me out with my stockpiling of the metals is because I was actually going down that path before I started. So I actually took like a 2 3 month break off of YouTube when I was doing my freedom seeds.
Mm-hmm.
So I wanted to pay off all the debt. So I was dropping like 4 grand on my truck when my truck was like 969.
Mm-hmm.
I was
Mm-hmm.
just like hammering down, trying to get it all off. So when I got into silver and gold, everything was already paid off besides my mortgage, and then just gave me that little bit of extra to do whatever I wanted.
Yeah. Now, most recently, you said something, and I was hoping I could ask you. It might be a little controversial, but you said you had a certain habit that you were like, all right, I need to stop with this habit. You mind talking about that?
Oh yeah, so it was one of the things I saw off of Sober Stacker. If you guys haven't seen Sober Stacker, hit that
Heck
sub.
yeah, he's a homie.
Yeah, so he was. I usually see his, and he'll talk about alcohol, liquor, or beer, whatever he stopped. But then he hit up, and I think it was like 3 days of stop smoking cigarettes. So I actually did that when I was paying off the rest of my debt. I stopped smoking before, so
Hmm.
I decided this year, hey, I'm gonna hop on the train with you, brother, and it's actually like 350 bucks a month I'm spending on cigarettes. Pack a day, make
Hmm.
the pain go away. But yes, so I stopped that, and then I'm gonna put all that into silver. I chose to do silver this year, so yeah, it should be extra 350 a month. Help me out a little bit, and I'll be a side stack to what I'm already stacking. So And I think my silver is gonna grow probably more than I wanted to.
That's what's up, man. Okay, okay. So you're gonna put it in silver because when you were talking about that after I did the calculations, you're like 300. That's 36. That's 3,600 or so, right? A year, something like that, right?
Yeah, it was
Yeah,
yeah around probably 3,800, thirty eight
yeah,
hundred.
30. Yeah, I was like, that's almost a solid ounce of gold. I'm like, damn.
Yeah, and that's I thought about it. I was like, man, I've been doing that for how long? Since I was 18.
Yeah.
That's a lot of
So
money.
so let's say now you haven't been smoking a pack a day since you were 18, but I
Yeah, I have.
mean, oh, you have? Oh, snap. So
I
3,800 times,
I joined the army when I was 18, brother.
damn. So 3,800 times how many years?
Well, the prices changed from back then, especially when you're in the field, you could get it for like $5. But
So let's say average
oh,
3,000 a year. 3,000, does that sound fair?
you about to pull up my age I am right now.
Yeah, I mean, you don't have to say your age. Just tell
Let
us
me
how many
see.
years approximately. Let's see.
So 18 from right now.
Let's go 2,500. 2,500, very conservative. 2,500 times how many years?
Let's say 13 years.
13. 2,500 times 13. Oh my lord, that's 32,500. That's a car. That's a car. See, the financial literacy or financial coaching me had to run the numbers. Damn. Yeah, 32K, 30K. Yo. I mean, okay, so now let me do some more mathing because I'm a big old nerd about it.
Yeah. So
Let's
imagine
go.
if I now, so that was 13 years.
3,200
If I
or
never stopped
32,000.
by the time I retire, that's like another 30 years. So that's how much I probably would have spent the whole time.
33,000 divided by 4,300, the current gold spot price, that's about 7.67. Obviously gold has gone up. So let's just say between 8 and 10 ounces of gold that you smoked. My
When you
bad.
put
I'm
it
not
like
talking sense.
that,
My bad. 8 to 10 ounces of gold. Holy. What is it? What does the chat say?
that's wild.
Michael says, Pang, my favorite silver piece you created is the grenade that you're playing with. That's what's up.
Oh, yeah, I love this. Mark the popcorn pain for all the lives. I was gonna thinking about doing a pour in this stream, but it's a little stuffy outside right now.
Yeah, yeah, yeah. Yeah, man. So I really I think that's honorable. I think that speaks about your character. Again, this is what I really like about this community is that it's like trying to find ways to get rid of the bad habits, right? Be a little bit of a positive influence on folks. And again, to each their own, right? To each their own. Like I'm not judging people for their habits. Like no joke. I was just having fun with it. But yeah, man. I mean that's honorable. You know what I
Yeah,
mean?
so that's
That's
creating. That's what I like about this community. You create awareness,
right.
and it's up to YouTube to push it out to different outlets like this. If YouTube never would have shown me silver and gold, I probably would have been at 50,000, probably 70,000 rounds of ammo right now. I mean, so I
Yeah.
like creating awareness.
Yeah. Yeah, my whole thing, like, or not whole thing, but a lot of what I try to talk to in the community is just, anti-debt, right? Staying away from debt. And when you stay away from debt, you can put it in other things that are more important, put it in, for me, it's precious metals, right? Um, Time with the family, making memories, like that's the stuff that really matters in life, in my opinion.
So, do you have a overall goal for your stack in general? Like, all right, I need like this amount, and then you're good, or you're
I
just gonna.
mean, if it was up to me, if I could put away 1,000 ounces of gold, that would be it for me. 1,000 ounces of gold, and then maybe 1,000 ounces of silver.
Oh, multi-million right there. Not bad.
I heard the story. Maybe was it on Yankee stacking? I think it was some story that I heard. I think it was Tim, and he was talking about how he knew a guy who his entire life he just saved in gold, and he retired, and every time he once a month, like clockwork, he would come in with 1 ounce of gold, or sometimes two, depending on if he had to buy something or had a whatever bill, and he just lived off of his gold. And I just thought that was one of the coolest stories ever. And I was like, man, that would be sick, you know?
Yeah. So how I heard about that too, and I haven't really dug deep into my retirement, but personally for me, I'm not trying to use gold and silver as a retirement.
Yeah, yeah,
So
yeah.
this is I actually want to have this just on the side, and if I could retire and live without selling any of this that I stockpiled through the years, I think that's a win.
That's what's up. Matt Wing, look at that. Good to see you, man. That's what's up. Got the heavy hitters. Matt Wing, he's such a cool dude. I'm so happy to see you, buddy.
Matt.
Um, yeah, so going back to that so for me, right, because again, I've been into the financial literacy thing, and I really went down that rabbit hole during the cop time. And so, anti-debt, I'm into, have gotta have your emergency fund, stay away from consumer debt, make sure that I'm contributing towards my retirement account minimum 50%. So I've been doing all of that. But once I did all of that, it got kind of boring to me, kind of got boring. And I'm like, man, I'm just focused on paying down my mortgage. And I'm just like, I wish I could do something else. And then, of course, gold and silver, I got into that. And so that's just been really, really fun. And I've made some really good money, right? In the form of gold and silver, of course. Um,
Well, one thing I've
yeah,
learned was the more boring it is, the more that it shows that you're doing the right thing.
yeah, yeah, that's true. That's true. You're absolutely right,
You're
buddy.
just grinding it day after day, same thing
Yeah,
over and over.
that's right. Yeah,
You
that's
get
that. You
ahead.
absolutely right. Yeah, I just I don't know. And then I got into the gold and silver thing. And so then of course, I for sure don't see it as like just an investment. I see it a form of an investment, or like a piece of my portfolio. You know what I mean? Like it's for me, it's wealth preservation. Silver is like, a little bit more liquid if I need to, do some day-to-day things here and there if I needed to. But I'm really good with, my finances. And so the gold for me is more the wealth preservation. And so my ultimate goal, without giving too much of my personal life, with respect to my wife, my ultimate goal is to retire, quote unquote, early, and for us to be able to relocate to the Philippines, and then just kind of enjoy life out there, and then live off of the silver and gold until I can draw on my pension or my retirement accounts.
Brother, I
Um,
think you could do that right now.
well, yeah, according to, so I use ChatGPT, right, to help me do the
Yeah.
calculations and the formulas. And according to ChatGPT, I should be able to hit the ultimate goal in the next 8 to 10 years. But I'm sure it's going to be way faster because, like I said, I'm very, very frugal. Um,
Yeah. Yeah.
let's
Depending
see.
where you stay in the Philippines, you could live a long life with, I think, what the stack you have already.
Yeah, that's what's up. Yeah, exactly. Let's see what the chat is saying. Silver Serpent says, I'm using gold and silver as my retirement. I'm a poor stacker without a 401k or other savings, so my metals are all I have as of now. See, that's what's up, man. That's honorable. You know what I mean? It's real honest money. Matt Wing says hi to Michael. Burgerone, sorry. Hey, Matt. Silver Serpent says boring is a good route for stacking, but with the variety on the secondary market, I've become a collector. Yeah, same here. What about you, Pang?
Sorry, say that one more time. I was reading.
Yeah, so Silver Serpent says boring is, quote unquote, boring is a good route for stacking, but with the variety on the secondary market, I've become a collector.
Yes, yeah. I don't really collect as much. All of my collection pieces I have, honestly, is just from going throughout other YouTube channels and just seeing what they have. Just supporting
Hmm.
other YouTubers.
Yeah,
Other than that, I'm really not into collecting right now.
yeah, yeah. Maybe you should probably stay away from peanuts for sale.
Yeah, the more I like, I watch a lot of people's channels. I'm like, man, that looks nice. That looks nice. But I already know if I if I dip my toe in there, it's gonna be a bad day.
I'm telling you, man. I'm telling you, it's so bad. I'm
Yeah.
super addicted to it.
That's why
Uh,
I got my little ammo cans and they're 2 pounds each. Fill it
yeah,
up. So minus the 2 pounds, that's how much weight I got. And
yeah.
that's pretty much my goal.
Have I showed you? Have I showed you the Comex slice?
No, I don't think so.
Nah. All right. Let me bust out this guy here. Let me give you a little bit of the FOMO. This is the PMs for sale FOMO. Let me get this out of here. Sorry, I keep hitting the camera, y'all, because I was trying to make my video a little bit better. So you know what the Comex is, right? You've heard of Comex?
Yeah, I've heard of it. I don't really know about it though.
Yeah, the Comex. That's where they do a lot of the LBMA, um, price manipulation. They buy the bars. So this is a full-on, bona fide Comex slice, and I got this off of PMs for sale. And at the time, it was just right around spot. And this is the kind of stuff you find, man. Like I said, it's a never-ending virtual coin show. That's how I see PMs for sale. It's just people buying and selling, peer to peer, boom, boom, boom. And then, like I said, people have hard times. Just like was it Silver Serpent? There's people that their stack is their savings account, and so you see people who go through life. They'll jump on the sub and they'll liquidate because life happened. They got to pay for a wedding. They got to pay for this, pay for that, blah, 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 whatever. Their roof is leaking. They got to pay for the roof. So anyways, this
Yeah.
came up. It's a Comex slice. I thought it was one of the coolest things I have ever
Yeah,
seen. Like
that's it.
I get to own straight up bona fide from the Comex, a slice of the Comex bar, whatever.
How heavy is that one?
This is 28.75 Troy ounces. I believe it's Troy ounces. It says OCT, so yeah, Troy.
Yeah.
Uh,
Damn.
So yeah, this is dope. I don't. Again, I'm not sure that I would find this in an LCS, to be honest. So
That's like big enough to put your coffee mug every morning.
my
The
my
royalty.
put my coffee, put my let's see, put my water bottle on there, boom.
That's awesome.
So,
So
anyways,
what?
yeah, that's
What's your favorite silver piece you got in your whole collection?
my favorite. Eesh, man, that's a man coming out with the real questions.
I know you
Favorite.
find a lot of good stuff, so break it out. Break out the good stuff.
Let's see. Well, I showed you the deep stack, so I got the deep stack case here. So, man. Oh, okay. So my favorite piece. Yeah, I've told people what my favorite piece is. Let me bust it out. Here it is. No shame in the game. Here we go. This right here. What is it? We got Rudy Cerveza. What's that engraving on it? Oh, here, I'll get back to the engraving, y'all, on the chat. Um, that's awesome. Let's see. So this is my favorite piece, and it's not worth much. I've said the story about it. People are probably bored of hearing the story, but see how well it's kept and taken care of. This is my favorite piece of
The money
everything that
clip.
I own. Yeah, this is a money clip that I had made, um, kind of as a reward for just some life milestones. Graduating from college. There's some stuff that I was really working hard on, and I got this before I knew what stacking was. Before I was a stacker. This is how I know that I'm just, I'm a natural stacker. you know, um, I've just been drawn to silver. And so, anyways, I was on eBay and I came across it's called the Phantom Silversmith, and they were selling some money clips, sterling silver money clips, and I saw this hammered one and I really liked it. So I hit him up and I said, "Hey, is there what can you make me one with like the Aztec Mayan calendar?" And yeah, they made this for me. It was like I want to say 260 at the time. I'm not sure how much it weighs, but yeah, it's 925 Phantom Silversmith on the back. And yeah, just says this right here is my number one favorite piece of everything that I own.
How long have you had that for?
Since about, so I want to say this was in 2017, 18, I believe. So this was, before I really got seriously into stacking, because I got seriously into stacking into 2021 or so. So, about 3 years before.
Awesome, awesome. So, what was the price of silver when you first started?
When I first started, I remember silver being as cheap as 18 an ounce, I want to say. So is that 2020, 2021? Does that sound about right, y'all? Am I wrong on the numbers? I think, yeah, I believe 18. No, not 18. Let me see.
I know I did a Google search. The average price in 2020 was like $20 an ounce, but it said
Yeah,
dropped
so
into the teens and went higher. It was just the average.
yeah, I think it was between, I want to say around average at least 20 for sure when I first got started. And so, again, I had to learn the hard way. I did what everyone said not to do. They said, oh, don't buy stuff with high premium, stick to, generic Buffalo, stick to 90%. I didn't listen. I bought a bunch of my stacks started with this. I started with Libertades that had high premiums. My first 100 ounces, I believe, were these bunch of Libertades.
Nice.
So yeah, I did what you're not supposed to. Oh, so back. Let me go back to the chat. Let's see. Oh snap! I missed a bunch. Let me see. Whoa! Let me get up here. I would trade you Libertades for that slice. Oh snap! Oh Silver, my love. Oh, that's my dude. Oh Silver, my love. Let me grab. Let me see if I can put his comment. Where'd he go? That is the godfather of stacking. Let me see if I can do this. It's kind of hard to do this from the phone. See. So yeah, he said. So yeah, this is the godfather of stacking. He's one of my favorite people. Awesome dude. All right, so where are we at here? Matt Wing, I'm jealous. Tiger Sacker has 3 of those. I want one. Oh, the Comex slice? Yeah. Slice is nearly 29 ounces. Yes, sir. What's the engraving on it? Yeah, the engraving on it, I believe, is, let me see. Is that, it says rise. So, and it's got the gorilla from the, it's like silverback stackers, or like like the squeeze, the silverbacks. So I'm not sure who exactly is the name, but it's part of that whole community. So yeah, it's a big old gorilla with a flag that says rise. So it's part of that whole movement, the silver squeeze movement for sure. You will never find that again, says Silver My Love. Yeah, that's what I'm saying. This was a PM's for sale pickup, and I had to get it. And so this is part of the ultra deep stack. But I mean, somebody said Libertades, so pieces like the comic slice gets the blood flowing. The Matt Wing, that's, yes sir, that's what I'm saying. It's the part of stacking is that you never know what you're going to find out there in these streets. Michael says my favorite gold piece is probably that my 2016 gold Mercury dime SP70. That's what's up. I'm a big Mercury dime fan. Yeah, I had one of those. I sold it. I sold it on PM's for sale, and yeah, it's a beautiful piece.
Yeah,
Hey Zeus, what's up, man? Good to see you, buddy. Happy New Year, everyone. Matt Wing says, love the Mercs as well. Yep, Silver Serpent. Yeah, 18. Yep, Michael says, yeah, 18 to 20. Yeah, that's about right. So I remember 18 to 20. So for Libertades, I was paying like, at that time, I was paying about $30 an ounce, $35 an ounce. I was doing what everyone said not to do. So like I said, I learned the hard way in the beginning. Michael says, I got in when silver crashed in March of 2020. Yep, I remember when it was really, really low. It's easy to get squirreled when you. Yes, it is. It is in the mail, says Silver. Yeah, that's the godfather of stacking. My first gold was a Buffalo 1250. Whoa, including premium. So gold was probably around 1150 ish, but I sold it at 1500. Nice. Matt Wing says, see bright, shiny objects. Happy New Year. Yeah, see, that's the thing. That's the thing is that, if you're a hardcore or avid stacker, right? If you just love the stuff, it's hard to say no. It's hard to say no to stuff. So
So
yeah,
is there a price? Silver goes up or gold goes up. Is there a price where you'll stop stacking that or no?
yeah, yeah. I mean, I want to say if gold got to 10 million, 10,000
10 million.
an ounce, 10 million, 10,000 an ounce. I think at that point I'd have to really, really, it depends on what inflation and what I'm earning at that time. I would imagine if gold was 10,000 an ounce, we would be, the minimum wage would have to be way higher. So I don't know. I think 10,000 an ounce would probably be it for me for gold.
10,000 in gold.
For
Yeah.
silver, just because I've heard the statistics that if silver gets to could get to 600 an ounce, that
600. Ooh.
600 an ounce at the end of this bull run, that could be that'd be the top for me. Um, so I'll probably still be buying at 100. I'll just be more conscientious of what I'm buying. But I mean, even now, right? Like I said, I bought these guys at 67. Um, and then I just bought that kilo last night or this morning for 72 and some change an ounce. So I'm still buying. Oh, what do you got there for me? Let's
So
make
I
this
got
stuff.
this is my favorite piece right here. My favorite silver piece is a quarter. Can't really
Okay.
zoom in it right there.
Okay. That's proof?
Yeah, it's a quarter of Guam right here.
Nice.
Nice silver piece.
So that whole set there, that's like your pride and joy. Like that's ultra deep stack.
Yeah, well, I don't really care about the rest.
Oh, it's just the one coin. Okay, I got
Yeah,
you.
it's
Got
just
you.
a one in there. I just got it because I had the rest. Yeah. I had a guy comment on my video when I made my favorite silver piece. He's like, why do you like a quarter out of everything that you got? So don't judge me. We
Yeah, yeah,
listen, we
yeah.
don't judge.
Yeah, no, that's what I'm saying. I mean, everybody has the things that they like. That's what, like, for me, it's that money clip. I really like this Comex slice. I think I've showed people my chains because everything I have has some sort of story behind it. You know what I mean? It's not like just random. Let me see. Let me
Yeah.
see. I think have I showed this before? I think I've showed this for sure on my streams. But have you seen this? This is also like a reward. Like I'm not really into wearing jewelry, but I got I got these from Thailand. Like I ordered these here. Let me put this here so I don't scratch up the comic slice. So I have these little bracelet, 925, nice and heavy, chunker. And then the necklace, I got the necklace for it.
Nice.
This is like Thai.
I am actually gonna post a vid coming soon on my loser stack, and it got something to do. You know how everybody was posting videos of their loser stack?
No,
I don't
what
know
is
if you
that?
seen.
What does
You
that
haven't
mean?
seen it? Yeah, a lot of
Nah.
people post videos of their loser stack of silver and gold. It's pretty much something that they paid overpriced for, way overpriced.
Oh, loser stack, huh?
Yeah, so I was gonna make a video, and mine does. My loser stack is pretty much my jewelry. Like it's
Oh,
nice and I love it, but it's way overpriced.
really? Loser stack, huh? Yeah, I think because I was learning, anything that I would quote unquote call the loser stack is gone. I
Got
mean,
swapped out. Yeah.
yeah, I mean, I don't want to touch it, but y'all see that Ninja Turtle art bar? I mean, I grew up, I'm from the 80s, born in the 80s, and I liked that original 1990s Ninja Turtles. I like the Ninja Turtles. It reminds me of my childhood. So, you know, at the time I overpaid for sure, but of course, I made it back. But no, I mean, I guess you could consider that loser stack, but you know, stuff that might be overpriced. Let's see, what's the chat saying? Zoo says, I had those silver quarter set. Can you get the one silver slab by itself? What do you think, Pang? You think you can
Yeah,
get
I've
one?
seen it slab by itself on eBay. I've searched it up. I'm actually looking for the. I don't know if they have the big. I think it's the 5 ouncer one. That's what I'm looking for.
Nice. Let's see. Matt Wing says, amazing to be thinking about buying at 100. Seems like we were just buying at 30 because we were.
Yeah.
It's been less than a year. We were buying at 30. Holy. Zeus says, I had a silver New York quarter slabbed. Matt Wing, I feel like we were just buying at 20. Craig Simpson, good to see you, buddy. Says, that's beautiful. Wow. Matt
Hey,
Wing,
give me
yeah, it's,
like 30 seconds. I'll be back real quick.
you got it, buddy. No worries. Let's see where we at here. Um, let's see. Go back to the yeah. It's crazy. Michael says the booby coin is a nice quarter to have. 16 to 17 standing limiter before they put on the vest. Ah, yeah. The reveal right breast. Matt Wing, LOL, loser stack. Yup, Jesus. Yeah, the loser stack challenge. I guess all my slabbed ASCs would be my loser stack. I paid 100 premium for some of those slab ASCs. I mean, if we're talking about premium, here we go. I've showed this before. I'm gonna show it again because I guess you could call this loser stack, but when you see it, you're gonna be like, yeah, ain't no loser holding this. So let me bust this out real quick, y'all. Addict Stacker says, Pang, you mentioned in your previous video, Khalilo had a particular silver piece you liked, and you were going to ask him about it. Which piece was it again? Yeah, as soon as he gets back, we'll bring that up. Because I'm pretty sure, did I move it? Let
Yeah,
me
where's
see.
that piece at Kalilo?
I told you, I always make a mess. I'm always like messy when company's around. And let's see where to go. Oh, here we go. I done buried it. There, go right there. Right there. Let's see. Oh no, scratching up the gold. See, that's what I'm saying. Trying not to make a mess. Put the gold over there. There we go. There's that piece. Okay, I guess you could consider this a loser stack piece item. I think y'all have seen this before. Uh, yeah, the Mjolnir or Molnar. I don't know if the Mjolnir. I don't know how you say that exactly, but
Is
I
that the
got
Thor's
this.
hammer?
Yeah. Yeah. I mean, like hardcore nerd about this thing. I mean, so if we want to talk about loser stack and what we paid over premium, yeah, this for sure. This is just 2 ounces, and I'll let y'all take some guesses what I paid. But yeah, this would be the most expensive over premium item I've ever gotten. And Thousandaire, I swear, Thousandaire jinxed me. Well, we got 16 people watching. I really appreciate everyone being here. If you came to watch Pang, please subscribe to his channel. Get the likes. Please like the video, y'all. Get the algo looking good. So yeah, so here it is. Thousandaire totally jinxed me. So I was on a live stream with him, and this is before I got the hang of my backdrop, and this fell to the ground and fractured the
Mm.
coin case. Look at that. Fractured. Luckily, the coin didn't fall out, but this chunk came out of it. This coin case is really well made, but yeah, the chunk of it came out. I probably could never send this in to get graded. I never really planned to, anyways. I don't do the whole grading thing. I've never done it, but this is the only piece I ever considered sending in to possibly get graded because it was such a cool thing. Anyways, I don't think I can anymore. It took a chunk out. I put it back together, put some super glue, and fixed it. But yeah, these custom items, you can never find a case for it ever again. So, anyways, anyone want to guess what I paid for this? I've said it before in a stream, but y'all want to throw it in the chat. Tell me what you think. I'll say this: it's 2 ounces of silver. It was more than 200, less than 1,000. So go
When
for
did
it,
you
y'all.
buy it? Recently or
Yeah, pretty recently at the beginning of December.
beginning of December?
Yep, it had nothing to do with spot price, by the way. This is full on bona fide collector, 100% collector item. What do we got? Michael says 300. Double smash. Yes, please. Thanks, Matt. Zeus, 350, 300, 500, 450.
Yeah, I would say around like 300.
Oh, Michael initially said 250. 300. Nope. 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 Y'all are too low. Y'all are too low.
So you said under 1,000, so 900.
So there we go. Silver got it close. 650. Yeah. This
Jeez.
was oh my gosh, now I'm losing. How much was it? Okay, yeah, it was 590. And then no, it was 600. It was six, probably with the shipping about 650. So yeah, it was between 600 and 650. Um,
Oof.
but in my defense,
Yeah, that's
in my
definitely part of the loser stack.
yeah, in my defense, if y'all go to eBay and look for this thing, they are going for over 800 on eBay. Of course, eBay is considered FeeBay, but they only made, how many was it? Here, let me put the case here so I don't drop it again. Let's see. Oops, sorry, on my cameras. Just bumped the camera again. This is, how many did they make? Here we go. Y'all see that? They only made 500, and mine is the top 100. So I got number 31. Look at that. So they only made 500 of these worldwide, and mine is in the top 50. So and mine, well, all of them. There it is. It's kind of cloudy, and I don't want to open the case, but it's numbered. So number 31. You can see the three. It's kind of cloudy because of the super glue, but number
But
31.
that's after you already met your goal for the year, right?
Yeah, for sure. Oh yeah, this was way after I hit my goal. I hit my goal probably in October. My ultimate goal, like I guess lifelong goal, I hit it in October. And
Oh, that was
so
a life goal? I thought that was a year goal.
no, not no, just straight up like the whole on, because I look at things as like the overall portfolio, like for the, for my overall life, what I'm goals, what I'm trying to do. And I hit it, man. I can't say I couldn't believe it, but you know, I hit it. you know. Yes, exactly. Who was it? Super Serpent said Germania Mint. Yeah, see that's, and then of course, because yeah, okay, so we're talking loser stack. So yeah, I'm gonna say I'm a loser. I had to get the 1 ounce. So now this wasn't that bad because I got this with shipping. It was about $80. So this wasn't that bad, but this one, over $600. Yeah, 650. Um, for 2 ounces of silver. Now, granted, it's not just silver; it has gold, has palladium, I believe also rhodium. Oh, here, let me see. I forgot. I know it says it on here. This one has ruthenium, yellow gold, silver, and palladium. So, anyhow, but it's 2 ounces of 999 gold, 4 nines. Where are we at here? Your kids in adulthood will break even. Yeah, exactly. Low mintage definitely jumps up the price. Yep, exactly. 750. Yep. Well, I saw one on YouTube when I bought this one, or not YouTube, eBay. When I was on eBay the day that I bought this, I went to eBay and there was one for sale for 750. So when I found this one for this price, I bought it. I bought it off of governmentmint.com. Ah, Matt Wing, so worth it. It's your stack. Do what makes you happy. Yeah, exactly. This thing's awesome. Silver Serpent, I think you're behind a couple seconds. Germania Mint, Zeus, caught up to live now. Yep, loser, not at all. Michael says, if your income increased by 10x per year, how much would you put into metals? I mean, my income? I'm like,
I'll start
uh,
buying houses.
I probably have to. I probably have to at this point. Craig says, shit, I feel like the loser for only having one piece. All right. Go ahead, paying you first. If your income increased by 10x per year, how much would you put into metals?
10 times.
10 times.
10 times, 10 times the amount I'm doing right now, buddy.
Yeah, I mean, so for a minute there, right? If the price hadn't gone to what it did, I probably would have started doing the um one fourth gold eagle per month. That was what I actually wanted to do a while back. I wanted to get at least one fourth, 1/4 ounce gold eagle per month. Um, because I wanted to have a full tube of the American Gold Eagle quarter eagles, whatever. That was my. I had that as an idea for a goal, but then gold got crazy. So, and that was back when gold, a quarter eagle you could get for about $500. That's what I was planning to do, but now it's double that, and that's kind of a little bit out of my price range to do monthly. Uh, let's see. 9X Zoo says, for real, if I got 10X, I'd be getting tubes of gold buffaloes. Yeah, that's what I'm saying. At that point, shoot. For real. Yeah. I mean, because I've seen some of these guys, who is it, 2 is 1, and some of these guys, man, they have like tubes of gold buffaloes, tubes of gold eagles. Yeah. Man, I don't got tubes. I mean, I just got, a few pieces of gold, but not tubes.
Yeah, I got tubes, but it's fractional. That's where
Yeah.
my income's at right now. It's fractional.
Well, see, and then let's see. So for me, fractional is here. Let me get this out the way. So let me get my loser stuff out the way. Yeah, for me, I was all about these 1/4s, and let's see, where's my other ones? Because I think I talked about how I took this one. I took this one to the Philippines with me, and I tried to sell it over there. Well, I
Now,
asked if
when
they were.
when you started the quarters, what was the price of the quarters when you started?
This one I bought it at 500. Yeah, 500. So I still
So it's
have it to this day.
pretty much almost the price of a tenth right now. So
Yeah, that's what I was about to get. See, you read my mind. There's the 1/10s. So these are my current focus is liquidity. So I've been focusing on getting these. And so let me see, where's the other one? What is another one?
real
Chill.
stacker.
Oh snap, we got rural stacker right here. What up, yo? Rural
Yeah,
stacker.
real want to see some gold.
That's what's up. All right. Well, let's see what we got, y'all.
Bring out some fractional for you, real.
Yeah, let's go. Let's see. I think is that all of it? I think I got. That's it as far as like my. I mean, I have some. Got this 1/4 Libertad, but that's a premium piece, not technically a stacker piece. Um, I guess you can consider this $5 Indian because they tend to have lower premiums. Got a lucky angel. There's that one. What else? What else? Oh, here we go. Here's a 2.5. So I'm gonna show this one up. Okay, we got that one. All right. So let me get these ones. Here we go. See, here's what I would call my fractional gold. Um, and so that's why I'm like, I was trying to collect these 1/4s, right? And yeah, so for me, 1/4 is good. But you're saying 1/4 is a little too big, right? You want to go more 1/10?
Yeah, so I do have that. I do have that quarter and a half that I want to swap with somebody for more fractional. I don't know. I see those as being too much. Like I'm saying, I'm trying to stack for the next, over 30 years.
Mm-hmm.
Price goes up. I don't want to be stuck with too much big stuff.
Yeah. So you think the 1/4 is too big? You prefer, what are those, 1 grams?
Yeah, I got grams here. I like the grams. Honestly, when people start stacking grams, they'll probably start stacking gold backs as well. If the price goes up that high, you know what I mean? So
Yeah,
I'm trying to
that's
just stay ahead of the game right now. Just get to what people would actually afford in the future.
yeah, yeah, yeah. So rural stacker again, good. Thanks for being here, buddy. I really appreciate you. Silver Serpent says 2 is 1 has been buying since early 2000s. Yeah, see, I didn't. early 2000s, I was still young and dumb, and I didn't have any resources. And of course, I was in hella debt. Let's see. Jesus says, my six gold buffalo is nice, but I wanted more than medals. Skyrocketed. So now it's all pre 33. Yep, yep. It's nice to have a little bit of, you know, a variety. And the stack, I wish price of one. Yeah, I wish price of 110 now. Yep, I'm still buying gold buffalo, just having to save longer now. Yeah, exactly. And I wish they made like, just generic fractional gold buffaloes. That would be awesome.
Oh yeah, I'll be
Uh,
all over that.
yeah, that's what I'm saying. That's why I bought the where's the one? This one. Because it looks like it looks like a gold buffalo. It's bison, I guess, Canadian bison. That's why I got it. It looks dope. It's 24 karat. So, and I got it for spot. Let's see. Where we at? If I had 10x income, I would buy 4 ounces of gold a month and 50 ounces of silver. Well, sheesh, buddy. Sounds good to me. Azu says, I just got a 1909D $5 gold Indian. Very nice. Attic Stacker says, crazy, eh? The gold was that cheap back then. I would love gold to go back to 500 for a small window. My credit card would be in trouble. I think we'd all be in trouble, man. I think if it got to that low, I would maybe liquidate. Well, I guess it would be the same price. I was thinking about liquidating a 50 pesos centenario to get a bunch of fractionals. Let's see. I've got some pre 33 20 francs for fractional calculated gold. Yeah, see, I like these 20 francs lucky angels. They're beautiful. I like the little writing on the side. I like those. Let's see. I agree. Something better than nothing. Gonna start getting those pesos. Yeah, pesos are nice, man. They're easily recognizable. They're 20. What is it? 22 carats. So they're highly fractional. They're little. You can get those at spot. Sometimes under spot and PMs for sale. Craig Simpson, do you think with what has happened to China with trading, do you think copper would be next, like the silver? What do you think, Pang? Because you've collected some copper, right?
Yeah, but in the form of freedom seas. I posted a video before, but it was just kind of for fun. So personally, probably going against the community, but I would rather have copper than gold or silver. So,
Oh
but
snap!
that's just me. I'm a stockpiler, so
Yeah, 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 yeah. I mean, I'm not a financial advisor. I'm not an expert. I'm just a straight up
yeah.
just run of the mill stacker. But do watch the financial channels, and I keep track of what's going on in the market. And yeah, they've been pushing copper. They're saying that that's kind of what do they call it? Not the sneaky metal, but it's like undervalued. It was undervalued, and so a lot of people have made a lot of money on copper. So yeah, I mean, it might be something.
Yeah,
Let's see.
silver and gold. They talk a lot about silver as got a lot of uses in the industry,
Hmm.
but copper it makes up the whole country.
Yeah, yeah,
You
you're
could
right.
triple a country with copper.
Yeah, word. You're not wrong. Attic Stacker says they have fractional buffaloes 2008 year, but dang heck expensive. Yeah, they have they're kind of more like way collectible. And I wish I went down the rabbit hole as to why, like SD Boyan, Amex. How come these guys haven't made generic quarter buffaloes? But I guess that U.S. Mint has like a patent on it.
Probably infringement or something.
Hmm. Let's see. Matt Wing says, "Dang, look at you go, paying more tubes. Nice." Michael, I just subscribed. Thanks, buddy. I really appreciate you. Everybody, please hit the likes. So check out. Let me see that Scottsdale you had. Is that the patent? Was that the patent? 110?
Oh yeah,
Let me see that bad boy because that's. I like Scottsdale, the stuff that they make.
yeah. So I started getting these when I was probably still newer to stacking. When I
Really?
when I when I didn't really know about like the prices and premium, so I only got two. I got that one, and this is the recent one I got. But
Whoa.
I don't
Because
think I got. I'm gonna get the rest of it unless I like it.
because isn't it? Don't they only have mintage of those of like 500 of those 110ths?
No, I think some are different. Some are like 2,000. So this one was like two. I think both of these were like 2,000. Well, they come in like different tiers of what you could buy it in. so they
Yeah,
can do the assays. Or I just cut it out. I don't really care about that. So
yeah, but
it's like
still,
the
it's limited.
yeah.
Is that's the grant?
Yeah, it's a great. I think this is the best one I seen in their series so far.
Yeah, I like the Cortez a little bit, but I just saw this one in 110th gold. It was Silver Dragoon. He sent the link in
Oh,
the
Charlemagne.
Discord.
Yeah.
I think it was is it SD Bullion that had him for like pretty like really really well priced. So
Yeah,
if
that's their commander series. They call it.
yeah, so if I get the gold, I'm gonna get the gold to this one so I can have, you know, gotta have the set right. But yeah, this is man so well
Yeah, if they
made.
come out with like a Alexander the Great or something, I'll probably pick it up as well.
Yeah. Yeah, I said that they should have the Alexander the Great and they should have uh Genghis Khan. Genghis Khan would be dope.
Oh,
Let's see. Catch up on the chat real quick. Do you think okay, we already talked about that. Subscribe. Appreciate you subscribing. I have to sub to paying. Be right back. Thanks, Zeus. Good looking out. Let's see. Hold up there. Oh, Silver, my love. So the Godfather of Stacking says the only small gold I have is a $2.50 gold piece. I was into fractional when I originally started stacking. They were highly sought after when I was buying. Then when selling, I took a bath. Michael says, I'm very biased towards Scottsdale Mints products because I grew up in Scottsdale. They're my favorite private mint. Second is Pamp Suisse, and third, Germania Mint. Nice, nice. Silver Serpent says, hey, Rudy, about 48 degrees right now, cooling off as the sun sets. Yeah, that's how it is here where I live, Pacific Northwest. It's pretty cool here. What about you, Pang? What are your favorite mints?
yeah, I think Scottsdale is probably up there. Scottsdale, and then I don't really do a lot of the mints. I like I like watching other people pour stuff.
Yeah.
So yeah, I'm not really collecting like that, but
Is that a 1/10th or 1/20th panda?
this one is can't read it.
Yeah, it looks like it might be a 1/20th.
And I always cut it out. So, but I don't know. I usually get everything at my local,
Nice.
so
Nice,
he'll
nice,
test it and
nice.
everything weighed out. But he usually gives me good deals on everything. That's why I pick it up.
Nice. Alex Stacker says that gold stack pang making me drool a bit. The yellow metal. I need to get those fractionals looking nice. Zeus says, okay, sub pang. That's what's up.
Thank you, thank you.
Silver Serpent says, all my 1/10th I got with a 15 to 20 premium and I have since become below melt. That's what I'm talking about. Yeah, that's what I'm talking about. If you could get it, keep the premiums low and that way you can, get the weight. Rural Stacker says paying with all the fractionals. Stacking the frac.
Yeah, I love fractional stuff. Even I don't know the big one. I just always think about the future, and if not a lot of people can afford a 1 ounce right now, you know, how much people are gonna be able to afford it in 30 years when I retire?
Yeah.
But I
I
got like
mean,
36 years to retire, so I think it'll probably shoot up a little bit. But
I mean, you're not wrong. I mean, let's see. Let me get these. These were for the longest time. My biggest goal was to get 5 of these, and of course, I met that goal. I got my 5. Um, let's see, 1, 2, 3. Where's the 5th one? All right, this is the last centenario that I got. Yeah, the 50 pesos. So yeah, my goal for the longest time was to get at least 5 of these guys. And this is like for me, it's my wealth, like my wealth preservation, right? Have the 5 50 pesos. And so for me, it was just to preserve my wealth in this base. And then everything else would be like fractional, smaller. And then, of course, for me, the I guess, ultra fractional would be, silver, whether it be ounces or these halves. Um,
are for your 90%, are you more into halves or do you go to like
yeah,
dimes too as well?
I like Mercs, but my favorite are the Habs, Franklins, the Benjis, and the Walkers. Benjis are my first favorite because of this specifically here. Hopefully, I can show it. This is like, um, not really simple, but you see that eagle right there to the right of the. I'm sure that has some kind of fancy name. If Dub C is watching, he can say what it is. But that little fancy eagle, like privy or whatever it's called, it's because of that. That's cool. I
Man,
just, yeah,
looks like
to
he's
me,
flexing.
yeah, it's just it's like a silver eagle. It's like an eagle privy, and this is why I like the Benjis because it's just so unique.
Yeah, those are my
And
favorite as well. I love the
it's
Benji.
like the Liberty Bell, just so timeless. And Benjamin Franklin. I mean, all about the Benjamins. I don't know. I
Hey,
just
did you see the Punisher's live where he was like, "What do you guys want? The hair, the no hair?"
no, I missed that one. I'm about to check it out.
Punisher's funny.
I'm gonna have to check that out. Yeah, so that's what I'm saying. Like for me, as far as it relates to gold, this is like my wealth preservation, the big chunkers, the big, 1.2 ounce, and then have like fractional one fourth, 1/10, and then ultra fractional is like my silver.
Do you do gold backs or no?
Well, let's see. Let me see if I can grab these, if I can find them without making a complete mess. My desk is a horrible, horrible mess. Let's see. Not that. Oh, there's. See, remember I said I had that lithic certificate of authenticity. I found it. Here we go. So, not that I do them, but I have a few, just because I'm just diversified, and I really like this one. This 1/2 Arizona. Looks pretty cool looking. Actually, I
Uh,
got this for free. I I don't know what it was that they were offering, but I got this one for free in the mail the other day. Um, and then I think I had a $10 and I sold it on PMs for sale. But I have a few. I get what they're trying to do. Unfortunately, where I live in my state, they haven't adopted these, so there's not one for my state. There's a handful of places that will take these for currency, but I mean, it's way out of the way. Um, I get what they're trying to do. I would prefer to just have real gold and silver ounces. But I have a couple, but that's about the most I'll ever get. I won't back up the truck on them. Like I saw somebody. They went to a coin show and they had like that box. It was like a $50,000 or whatever box
oh
of gold
yeah,
backs.
yeah, that looked wild.
Yeah, I'm not gonna get that into the gold backs because I mean, on PMs for sale, I can liquidate them, but they're just not very sought after as far as I can tell. So I don't know. What does the chat think? Because I know that that can be a pretty controversial
I
subject.
don't
Some
think
people,
I don't think gold is went up high enough yet for people to actually. I don't know what when I think about stuff like this, it's not that people will like it. It's people are gonna be forced into it pretty much. The higher the
yeah, and I think 2025 has proven it that people can't go out and spend 4,000 plus for 1 ounce, not as easy as they could before, and so fractional is kind of the way to go. Where we at here? Um, Paying with all fracs is awesome, but I wouldn't cut them out of the assay card. Says Rick Resonator. Addict Stacker says it's the 1 grammers and the 1/10 capsule pang. Yeah, I think so, right? Bang, one
yeah,
grams.
the 1 gram fits in the 1/10, and then the half gram fits in the A18. So the 1/10 is the A16.
Michael makes a really good point. Imagine how many people will be able to only afford fractional gold when it hits 10,000. All right, you asked the fun question. So let me get the calculator out.
That's the same thing I was doing,
10,000 to 3 divided by
bro.
31.103.
That's $321 a gram.
$300 a gram. Holy.
Yep, you'll be buying gold backs.
I mean, that's not that far from. That's only double what it is now. Because I mean, right now, fractional grams are what between 140 and 150, 160.
Yeah,
So, I mean, that's not that far away, I don't think.
yeah, they'll be coming out with more of the like the 120ths, and all of those will probably get more popular.
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm. Matt Wing says collect holdbacks for the artwork. Yeah, I mean they have some cool artwork. Hey Zeus, what does everyone think Silver does in 2026? Yeah, that would be cool. I would love to see what people think because I have some ideas. Rural Stacker says it's cool artwork on them, but not practical around me. Yeah, same here. Michael says Attic Stacker, yes, the 1/10 ounce gold coins and capsules fit the 1 gram gold bars. Yep. Silver Serpent, I collect a few up to the fives and the gold backs, but I don't stack them. Yeah, exactly. Roll Stacker, hopefully flat around 95 an ounce for silver. Rural says last 4 grams I got were 140. Yeah. Um, I had the last 1 grams that I got were at 165, so I bought them probably right when gold hit 4,500. So probably wasn't the best move.
Man, I think if silver hits $100 an ounce, that's gonna take all the fun out of it for everybody.
I mean, yeah, then
They're
people
gonna
buying,
People are gonna be thinking hard.
yeah, the half ouncers, or maybe you can get some of these guys, the half ounce, or not half ounce, but the 50. 50 cents. Let's see. Michael says 321 a gram at spot. Eesh. Yeah, you're right. That is at spot. And I'm sure there's going to be a hefty premium on them. Yeah, I mean, so my prediction, take this with a grain of salt. I am not giving financial advice, but I say for this year, once they stop all the manipulation and all of this stuff that they did with the Comex and the whole China stuff, I think once we get past all of this weird time, in the next few weeks, I think we'll see, because silver will have this time to consolidate the pullbacks. I think that's where we're at. We're in a consolidation or maybe pullback period. It's just kind of the repercussions of the manipulation. So, anyways, all of that to say, I think that in the next few months or so, we'll probably see it go up. I think that 2026 uh, will not end with silver hitting at least 90, in my opinion, at some point. So I think at some point we'll get at least to 90. Maybe then it'll go back down after that, or maybe it'll go up. Some people are saying maybe 130. I think 90 is my prediction for 2026. What about you, Peng?
Yeah, I was thinking around 80, 85.
Yeah.
But then again, it's my first year, so take that for a grain of salt.
Yeah, man, you've only been doing this a year, bro. You sound so like super experienced. Let's see. Jesus, 1,000 for 10 ounce bar. Yeah, I mean, I remember when you could get it. Speaking about 10 ounce bars, I mean, this one I got it for 280, and I think that was like with shipping. And of course, like I said, I love Monarch precious metals. So I mean, this 10 ounce sugar skull, and I had actually planned on getting more, but man, silver just went nuts. So this right here, 750. Probably with the premium, you're looking at 780 for this guy, and I got it for 280. So $500, which is nice as far as like, I guess if you're looking at it as an investment, but man, as a stacker, I wish I could get some more of these, but man, I'm not looking to spend almost $800 for another one of these. So that's the one I have. Let's see what else. Where are we at here? It's hard now when people post 5 or 10 ounce lots and want 380, 740 plus, buying 3 ounces at a time maxes my budget. Yeah, that's exactly, yeah. I'm going to have to change my buying strategy, stack cash, and make single purchases every month or two. Zoo says, I think pull back to 55, 60, then up to 100. Yeah, I think 55 to 60 isn't unheard of. The people that are saying 45, I don't know. That's really pushing it. Matt Wing, I went big, 150 year end. Michael says, I agree with Jesus. Yeah, I could see that also. But 45, I don't know, man. I think I mean, who knows? I'm not an expert. I'm just a stacker. If it goes down to 45, that would be dope because then I'd back up the truck. So I'd probably switch my strategy at that point for sure.
Yeah, if it goes down to 45, I'll definitely have more fun.
Yep, yep, yep. All right, y'all. We've been at this for 3 hours. I was thinking maybe two. We have 14 people watching. How are you feeling, Pang?
I can't believe it's that long already.
Yeah, I'm sorry. I'm starting to lose steam. I had to drink some water, and I'm just like, man, why is my mouth so dry? But yeah, I think it might be a good time to wrap it up. What do you think?
Yeah, so what are you gonna trade me with that silver tooth you got there?
Oh snap! You want to talk business? All right. Well, hey, we got the people in the chat. Maybe we do some voting. So let me see. Pull out your best piece that you'd be willing to. It's 1.5 ounce, obviously. So what are you willing to? What do you put on the table? We'll do some negotiating, some live negotiating.
For 1.5 ounce?
Yeah,
Yeah.
it's 1.5 ounce.
I mean, I don't think my poured silver pieces look that nice.
What you got? What you got? Let's see. We might be able to come up with some negotiating.
1.5 ounce.
Let's go.
I, mi-
Oh,
I
we
might
got
have to. I might have to throw in like a gold back or something.
the. I mean, let's see. We got the chat. The chat is in. The chat wants to see this. The
Man,
chat wants to see this. What is this? What's that show? The show with where they're like what's it called? Man, I can't think of the show. See that I'm running on fumes at this
well,
point.
you said you like pieces that aren't all perfect, right?
Yeah, for sure. So let's see. Would love it. Great live, fellas. Yeah, thanks, Zeus. 45 would be a dream. I've been praying for 50 silver. Goes back down to 50. I'm all good. There you go. Damn, 3 hours. Trade it. LOL. Love it. Great stream, guys. 50 silver and grabbing 100 ounces of heartbeat. Yep. Fun's ready to go. A nice shark pour, gram of gold would be generous. That's kind of what I was thinking. Rural. I was like, if I get rid of this shark's tooth, uh, uh, maybe a gram of gold. I don't know. I put
Hey,
a
but
hold.
but you got to remember, this is a stockpiling channel, so we don't do premium. We do weight.
I put a hold after my last purchase. Two BU 2006 American Silver Eagles, 38 each at 760. Nice, Michael. Bin 125. Man, Silver Tank. Yes, I was thinking Shark Tank. Thank you, Zeus. Somebody had to say it for me. I was thinking Shark Tank. I couldn't get it out of my mouth. See, this is why I like the way the chat is involved. Let me put that up there. Um,
I don't think the chat's on my side right now.
all right, let's go. Let's go.
So,
Silver Tank.
so what are you trying to do? You trying to do a weight for weight swap, or how much
I
premium are you
mean,
putting
I
on that?
mean, this is obvious. I obviously didn't pay just wait for this. This has some premium, so. But I mean, you're a fellow stacker, so I would go wait for wait.
You go weight for weight. All right. You
Yeah,
say you like pieces that aren't all there, right?
yeah. Let me see what you got. I mean, what do you all
So,
think, chat? Do I go wait for wait or should I go premium? I mean, what does the
oh,
chat say?
I
We
think the
got it.
chat says weight for weight.
All silver, my love. The Godfather of stacking says 2 grams of gold.
Whoa,
Oh
whoa,
shoot.
whoa.
2 grams of gold. I like that. That means
Let's
a
see.
shark tooth. A shark tooth.
So
TOOF.
I got a couple options here.
All
I
right,
got a
let's
couple
go. Let's
options. So,
go.
so I'm gonna trade you up my pours, and this is a weight for weight pour. So my first one right here is 1.6 ounces.
Okay, let's see what. Ooh, that's nice. What does that say on there?
1.6. So this has my popcorn privies right here. This is Pang, 3 nines fine. And this is my 007. This is my seventh pour.
Whoa. I mean, let's see the back of that bad boy. Let's see the back.
See this side?
Oh, look at that.
This is my 007 pour. My
Okay,
seventh pour right here.
okay, okay.
And
Let's see what the
I don't
chat
really have a
says.
lot of pieces that are that. So this one is it's a little under. It's that 1.4 that you saw.
Hmm.
And that's that skull and crossbones.
Oh yeah, yeah, yeah. Let's see the front of that bad boy.
There.
Nice, nice, nice.
And this is my
Let,
pour 21.
let's see what the studio audience thinks in this episode of Silver Tank. Uh, how many ounces in the tooth? Yeah, it was. I weighed it. How many grams was it? It was one. I know it was
It's
1.5.
1.5.
Okay. So how many ounces in the tooth? Matt says that cool piece, the tooth. I'd have a hard time partying. That's what I'm saying, man. I'm like, I'd have to be hard. I'd have to be convinced because for the longest time, and this was again to the person that does these on PMs for sale. This is his biggest pour that he's ever done, and I got it. It's in my stack. That's a cool piece. Pang ain't smoking anymore. He can afford it now. Addict Stacker says, "Do it, Kalilo." Oh man, Silver. Let's see, the
Well,
Godfather stack.
how heavier do you want to go? I could go a little bit heavier.
Let me see. Go a little bit heavier. See what you got. Let's see what else. You got to convince me because you're the one that wants this. Nah, I'm happy with this bad boy. I just got it. So uh,
Man,
let's
oh,
see.
you had it for a while.
Now, now it is a 3 grams of gold. Act quick or it goes up. Yeah, I like that. I like that. See, I got some people on my side too. All right, okay. That's
Hard.
That's
Let's see.
personalized straight from Pang history right there. That's true. Okay, so now we got the studio audience split. Bond, James Bond. Yeah. When I got my 2 ounce poured bull skull, they had a shark tooth that I didn't even have enough for. Yeah, exactly. 007. Let's fucking go, says Stacker. What Stacker Factor? My man. Yo. That's what's up. We got the heavy hitters. Where'd he go? Where'd it go? Where'd it go? That's what's up. All right. So okay.
Johnny's in the chat. What's up, pajama?
So the silver what is it? Silver tank is up and running. Hey guys, just got here. What's up, pajama? Yeah, man. Good to have you here, buddy. I want Pang to make me a pair of silver knuckles. Nice. Addict Stacker. LOL, you in a pickle, Kalilo. That's what I'm saying, y'all. See, again, I never agreed to it. I just said we might could work something out. Let's see. Hey, Jammies, Jamma, silver knuckles would be like $1,000. Stacker Factor. All right. So here's what we're gonna do. We got to get the chat involved. We got 17 people watching. Stacker Factor just showed up. Now, Stacker Factor, you can back me up, buddy. Remember the dude on PMs for sale who pours these? I'm sure you've seen him. He pours these shark's teeth. These always sell out so fast. And when he made this one, I was one of the first people, and it was his biggest pour he ever did on a shark's tooth. And so I have his biggest pour, 1.5. So yeah, I'm sure Stacker Factor has seen this before. Let's see. Yeah, I'm worth it. All right, so here's what we're gonna do. One in the chat if I should go for the trade. 1 is yes, I should trade it. 2 is no. So 1 for yes, 2 for no. 1 is trade, 2 is no trade. 1 trade.
Hey, did everybody have a good New Year's?
No trade. Here we go. All right, go for it. 1 trade, 2 no. Stacker Factor says everyone loves a good megalodon tooth. That thing is gorgeous. That's what I'm saying. And then Pang is trying to finesse me to trade for it.
If you don't trade, I'm gonna have to pour my own.
So I'm gonna do a poll here, and then I have some ideas. So 1 trade, 2 is no. So we have Addict Stacker. We have 1-1, 2-2, 2. No trade. Got to get that Pang silver. So 1, 2. Oh, we got mostly 2s. Dang. Is that it? That's it. Out of 17 people, we only got 3 ones.
Yeah, I got.
Oh, dang. Oh, the ones are coming back. Oh, heck no.
There we go.
Oh, 1 with the small add-on. 1, 2, 3. You got 4 ones. So we got 1, 2, 3, and 4 2s. We got 4 and 4. Uh-oh. Somebody gonna break the tie? So 1 to trade, 2 for no. Let's go, chat. What y'all think? We need somebody to break this tie. It's 4 and 4. What's the question? Just got back. Oh, so the question is, Penny Scout, should I trade this to Pang for ounce per ounce? 1 to trade, 2 for no. If it was up to me, I would say no, but I mean, this is happening live on the first episode of Silver Tank. Oh, the twos came back. The twos came back. Deathmatch. Oh snap. Although I want to see
Got
Peng
me.
pour his tooth live. Yeah, see, that would be awesome. See, what is that? Necessity is the mother of invention.
All right, I'll pour my own tooth.
In this case, a tooth, shark's tooth is the mother of invention.
I'm gonna pour me a 5 ounce tooth.
Yeah, Penny Scout asks, what does he have to trade? Well, see, that's what I was saying. I was thinking about, so if y'all would have said trade, I would have probably went for that 007 because that 007 looks pretty dope.
It's my
Uh,
second pour. So
yeah,
I'm still a new pour.
Zeus says, yeah, Peng, just pour your own bigger 5 ounce tooth. Oh, 5 ounce tooth. Pajama Stacking says, Peng, pour a bigger one. Penny Libertads, Silver Tank, thanks to Zeus. Hey, Zeus, yeah. Then everyone will want the 5 ounce. So Pang Rural Stacker says Pang is going to pour 1.6 megalodon tooth pour, says Silver Serpents. Yeah, I mean at this point I think
But that does look nice, man. If I saw those in a coin shop and there were like a 1 ouncers and I saw like 10 of them, I'll pick all 10 up.
all right,
For sure.
here's my solution. Now we got a bunch of twos, so that means no. But here's what I'm gonna do because I'm such a cool dude. I'm gonna go back to the dude that I bought this from and ask him where he's at on his pours, and then if I can score one like this, I'll trade you that one for sure. And I'll find you a freshly poured one to trade because I know
Yes, sir.
they be hooking me up there. Stacker Factor says, Galilo, when you said you visited Harry's, it jogged my memory. You sound a lot like the big guy. I forgot his name. Oh, is that Silver Dragons or the big? I like the big guy. I forget his name. Oh, like Adrian, the Mexican
Adrian.
dude. Yeah, a
No,
lot of people say that I sound like Adrian.
he has his own tooth. The own tooth. He has his own soul. The Adrian soul.
Yeah, yeah. Hey
Open
Zeus, I
account.
want a 5 ounce now. See, that's what I'm saying. See, there you go, Paying. You could just pour a bunch of 5 ounce and sell them, man. You could hustle a bunch of sharks, teethus. Yeah, I might have to polish it up after the pour or something, Paying. Yeah, yeah. Haha, Adrian. Yeah, Adrian. Yeah, yeah, yeah. People say that I sound like Adrian. No, that's not me though. Addict Stacker says, "Do you have the video where you visit Harry's?" No, I didn't go to Harry's. I'm not. I haven't done any stuff at Harry's. I only went there the one time because I was on my way back from the airport. And I stopped off there and got some mercs. All right. So Pang. So here's the deal. I'm gonna go on PMs for sale as soon as we wrap up. Probably go have some dinner, hang with my wife. But I'm gonna go on PMs for sale. Hit up the dude that makes the shark's teeth and see what he can hook me up with so I can score your shark's tooth.
Nice, nice.
Yeah, I got you,
Or,
buddy.
or you could just get the mold and I'll do it.
The mold. I
That's
mean,
probably
maybe.
the hardest part is all these awesome pieces.
Yeah.
Honestly, I think it's just the molds. That's just searching up the molds. That's probably like the hardest part.
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm.
That's pretty
Let's
cool.
see. Rural Stacker says Adrian. Rick Resonator says Kalilo looked like Adrian in my mind. Michael says Adrian is awesome. So is Harry and Richard. Yeah, they're pretty dope. Rural Stacker. I want a silver arrowhead. Honestly. Oh, like an Indian head, like the arrowheads. That'd be cool. Matt Wing says, "Yo, Adrian." That's what's up. Addict Stacker. Hey guys, it was nice chilling with you guys. Good live stream. Thanks, Addict. Good to see you, buddy. Yeah, we're about to wrap up here. I just wanted to wrap up with the whole Sharks tooth. I didn't realize that it was going to get so controversial. Jesus 3D print sand mold. Yeah. What do you think, Pang? I think that question's for you. 3D print or sand mold for the tooth?
Well, I'm probably gonna have to get a regular mold.
Mm-hmm.
Mm.
I can ask the maker, ask him what kind of molds he has, and if
Just
he'd
a
be willing to.
tooth. Yeah, just a tooth by itself. I
Yeah.
could probably. I seen some on Amazon, but it didn't really look as real. I think.
Oh, that's a good point. Silver Serpent. He says Get FG to 3D print a shark's tooth for the mold. Yeah, he has a 3D printer. Yeah, he's about to send me something that I cannot wait to get. That's like a lifelong dream of mine. I cannot wait to get that pour. Rural Stacker says, yeah, to stop the werewolves. LOL, full moon coming up. Yep. 3D print model, make mold to pour. Says my paper passed.
And I got one more. If anybody wants to email me at pangstockpiles@gmail.com. I got a half ounce and a quarter ounce of gold that I'm trying to swap out for some fractional. If you guys want the bigger sizes.
Swapping the frack. Dang, man. I see. I want me another quarter ounce gold eagle, but remember I said my problem. I'm like, I ran out of my surface stack to trade, and then all I have is little 1/10. So I'm just like, and I have a deal in the works, so all my 1 grammers are gone. They're gone.
Like this one, 15, 1 grams and a half gram. I'd rather have this two filled for my stack than to have this right here.
Mm-hmm.
So,
dang. All right. Okay. Well, we're at over 3 hours now that we wrapped up that first episode of Shark. What is it? Silver Tank.
everybody's gonna be coming in here like, all right, what are we swapping?
For real, man. That was pretty dope. Yeah. The chat was like, nope. They're like, nope, keep it. You got to keep it in the deep stack. I was totally gonna do it too. If they had said a bunch of ones, I would have been like, all right, I'll take the 007 because I know I could score another tooth for sure.
Yeah.
So, anyways, at this point, I'm gonna hit him up, be like, yo, I need another shark's tooth. I gotta make good with my buddy Pang. All right, y'all. I wanted to just say one last time, Pang, thanks for coming on. Really appreciate you, buddy. Everybody in the chat, please like the video. That helps the algo. Please subscribe to Pang. Subscribe to me if you aren't subscribed. I really appreciate you all. You guys are awesome. Thanks for the good times. Happy New Year, everyone. And we will catch you on the next one. Remember, protect your wealth, protect your peace. We are out.
Later.